we talk to Howard TV, they got to cover this. I have been invited to speak at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
You're kidding.
Well, you're an alumni.
What are you, the graduation speaker?
Well, I don't know what the hell's going to go on, but it's only a 2-month course. But
Are you going to do it?
oh yeah, because I said to Doug, "Would you be into that?" He's like, "Yeah." So for Howard TV, it'd be
That's
funny.
great.
You know, I went in June of '87. It's 20 years.
Yeah.
So I graduated in June of '87. So I'm going to get the details and I'll go.
You're probably their most successful alumni.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
I'd been on the show for.
Who knew a court-ordered visit
Absolutely.
to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting would turn out their most success-ful alumni?
He enrolled to stay out of jail.
Yeah, I mean, the only way this guy got out of jail was to go to Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
This is, and again, this story is obviously a compliment to you and Robin and Fred and everybody. But this guy, I had been on your show for about 6 months, and I went to do a set of stand-up at this comedy club down the shore. And a kid who I was in my class was just at this point in his life trying to get into stand-up. He came up, he introduced himself to me, and I said, "Yeah, I sort of remember you, man." He goes, "Dude, you're on the Howard Stern show." And I go, "Yeah, I know." He goes, "You remember we were in a radio class together. You're on the Howard Stern show." And I go, "Yeah." He's like saying it that slowly, and he goes, Is there a statue of you outside the
What goes on at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting? Like, did you have to like are there classes where you sit down and you're a DJ?
Yeah, well, you know, okay, first of all, the stories about that are so great. That was March. I went March of '87 to June of '87 was when I went. I went up in
March to June.
Yeah,
I like it. School that takes 3 months.
2-month course.
Yeah.
And it was when my old man was laying there paralyzed, and I would take his van, his work van, because I would hang antennas every once in a while, too, behind my mother's back to make money. She didn't know I was climbing roofs.
Oh,
but
my goodness.
I used that to get there. And it was basically it's a great school. They do a great job, but you're in class with people who want to be technical and on-air talent.
Why did the judge decide that you needed to go to...
The judge didn't. The lawyer, my probation officer did. Oh, God. You want to talk about my videotaping sections of my life, but I got convicted. You know, I got arrested and convicted, and they put me on probation, and my probation officer
Which charge was this? Was this coke?
No. This was when attempted bank robbery.
Oh, okay.
It all goes back to the bank.
At court it got dropped to a misdemeanor disorderly conduct. So I get a year probation. No, I think I got 2 years probation.
What a life. That poor mother of yours deserves a mink coat.
Exactly. If she looks as good as she does, she should be.
Believe me, she's got enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he takes care of her.
So I go to a probation officer, this black guy in Newark, and I'm in line with all the other people, just a bunch of
You have to sit in that room and wait to be called?
Oh,
Bunch of
God.
losers.
That's happened 3 other which I fit right in.
Yeah.
It happened 3 other times. So they give me my community service. My community service was cleaning up, rappers outside the Union County Courthouse.
You had that stick?
In Elizabeth. I had an orange vest, the loser orange vest, and a fucking stick. And my buddies, my sadistic friends, would come by and throw White Castle wrappers all over the lawn and go, "Ah, loser, pick that up." Like, they would throw, Howard, they would throw, double cheeseburgers at me. And the maintenance guys, the janitors who all had attitudes like Scott the engineer, only worse.
Right.
Union guys, I'm free work. They don't have to work. Like, you're doing this, you're doing that. And the first day of work
they boss you around, the janitors?
Boss me around. They tortured me. My life was in their hands. If they write a bad report, I'm fucked.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I had to do 25 hours. The first day I show up at St. Patrick's Day, they're all loaded. My God, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the foreman was this black guy.
He's in charge.
The head janitor was this black guy with suspenders on and freckles, and he was ossified drunk. And he had a green plastic derby on.
I'd be like that.
Wrapped around his neck. They all had all green and and he's looking at me and goes, "What you here for?" And I go, "I'm the community service guy." I go, "Oh shit, get outside. I'm a little fucked up right now." The picture,
good time in the morning.
He had one of those $2 plastic green derbies. That a 3-year-old wouldn't wear.
That day he was Irish.
Guy, yeah.
He's Irish. I love the Irish.
He was Irish.
Right, everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So
another reason to get loaded.
guys were smoking weed and the thing, all the janitors. So now,
and you you broke the law just because you robbed a bank.
Right,
You're,
exactly.
you're under their control.
Well, and that's what the guy
They're
said
there
to
to
me.
teach him.
He goes, "What'd you do?" And I go, "That's a long story." And then I told him the story. He goes, "You're a crazy motherfucker." He goes, "Get outside. I'm gonna give you the stick." And he goes, "You got to get a vest." He goes, "Don't get hit by a fucking car, because I'll catch shit about that." And I said, "All right." And so I go, "All right," and I go outside with these 3 other guys who were literally
So
like,
his only instructions were, don't get hit by a car?
yeah.
That's a good job.
He said, "Don't
got a
get.
tip
I'll
for
never
you."
forget." He goes, "Don't get hit by a car, because I'll kid shit about that."
Nice guy.
And there was another guy with a speech impediment who would go out and get the breakfast.
No.
And I'll never forget. There's another black guy, and he mispronounced my name, and he would yell out in the morning. He was trying to say Artie breakfast, but what he would say was, and this haunted me for years. He would always go, "Artie breakfast."
What a scene.
It's like, I don't want to laugh in his face, but like, "Artie breakfast."
Wow.
So after the first day, I'd make the mistake of telling my fucking buddies
Oh,
what
they
I'm
all
doing.
dropped by.
Oh, they all came by, and like my friend
How long
70.
did that go on for?
I did 25 hours. So when I completed the 25 hours, I had to go back to the probation officer. And I go in there, and he goes, "You're going to have to get in front of the judge again. And, but you need to," he goes, "Dude, you have nothing in your life. You don't have a job right now." I was getting paid under the table, and my father's business, I was doing that secretly. And he's like, "You have no job. You have no college credit. You're not in college. A judge is going to really get pissed. He might give you another year. So you got to get an activity." And, as a big fan of this show, I heard the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I called up, and the guy was so nice. I told him my situation with my old man. I told him I'm broke, and he gave me a scholarship.
What?
Wow.
They were so nice to me there. So he
Oh,
gave
so
me
you got to go speak.
the whole thing. The whole thing cost me. The whole thing was $3,000, and he gave me like $2,000. So I had to come up with another $1,000. I got like a payment plan, and I had to work it off for a few years, but it was no big deal. And the
So
school.
when you went in front of the judge, you said, "Hey, I'm going to Connecticut School of
I
Broadcasting."
said, well, my
and he
lawyer-
looked favorably on that.
My lawyer said he's in school right now studying broadcasting. And so I would go there and
The young man is really straightening out his life.
The judge is thinking Northwestern University.
Right.
Yeah.
And
No,
you're at Columbia.
one look at me, he
School of
wasn't thinking
Broadcasting.
Northwestern.
School of
But that was at the height. I mean, that's what I started to get into, you
Young
guys.
man's going for higher education.
That's in March of '87. March to June of '87, when I got into you guys in a way that was like, and me about 5 of my buddies, it was crazy. I mean, we listened to you guys. It was a religion with us, and I would go in there influenced by you. I was the first generation sort of influenced by you, and I'll never forget. At the end of the course, you had to do a DJ thing on the air,
Right.
And the whole class is listening, and there was a deep voiced DJ guy from like Connecticut,
Yeah.
and I introduced the Run DMC record, and all I said was, "There's 3 Negroes I'd like to party with." That's what I said.
Right.
So some people giggled and everything. The guy goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" He goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I'm just trying to be funny." He goes, "Never say anything racial on the air. That's ridiculous." And of course, I went, "Hey, Howard Stern does it. He's the best there is. He's my hero." He's like, "Listen, this came out of this guy's mouth." He goes,
Listen, asshole.
Howard Stern is not going to be around in a year."
It's the professor.
He goes, "Howard Stern is a flash in the pan." He goes, "He's not, I mean, come on, don't do that. You want to make a living in this business, right?" So I said, "Yeah." So I got through, I graduated, and you go to their job placement program. There was one job available in Wyoming.
Right.
$150 a week, and but I got a degree, and the degree helped me get out of.
It's funny. I would have applied for the job in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I tried to get a job. It said DJ needed every week in Billboard magazine.
Right.
The same ad appears. I'm sure it's still there.
They still need a DJ.
DJs needed in Alaska. So I go, okay.
Of course,
I'll go.
everything needed. Doctors, plumbers.
And my dad explained to me I suck so bad that I'd probably need to travel. And I applied. I got nothing back.
Nothing even
And
from Alaska.
I went to Poughkeepsie. I went to WPDH in Poughkeepsie. I applied to the Alaska radio station. I went into Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
And
Well, that's where I started.
and they wouldn't even hire me there.
Oh, my God.
You know,
Really, Robin? I don't know
Oh,
everything
Camp
about you.
Hill was the worst.
Oh, yeah?
Because my sister lived there, and I figured, well, I'll live near my sister, and like for sure they're gonna want me. I mean, who do they have? Meanwhile, the guys sounded pretty good. I heard the radio.
Yeah, they
station.
had some pretty professional guys there.
Don't you think struggling like that just builds so much character in a way, though?
Yeah, it does.
But
Well, yes, you never struggled, and look at you.
But in a way, the
I
guy,
never struggled. I'm one of the examples of I struggled and it did nothing for my
I'm
character.
teasing you.
the funny thing is that I got a letter from a guy the other day. He goes, "Dear Mr. Stern and the rest of the Howard Stern Show, my name is so-and-so. I'm a student at blah, 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 and I host a show at the radio station every Friday night." And he goes, "My show is the safe harbor period the FCC allocates, allowing for explicit lyrics." I forgot this guy's still on the phone, but listen to this. So the guy evidently went on the air and started doing a discussion about alternate methods of sexual protection. Talked about how they could substitute saran wrap with duct tape at the base of a condom and, all kinds of weird shit like that. And he's like, "Hey, man, this really sucks." He goes, "I got suspended, and you're my hero, and I think civil liberties have been violated as a result."
Wow.
There's talk of reinstating the safe harbor period at the station. There will definitely be serious limits put on what I can discuss on the air. By contacting you, I'm hoping you can find the time in your schedule to call into my show and give your opinion. This kid would hate my opinion. My opinion would be, I'd like to call this kid and go, "Listen, asshole. What do you think? I just got on the air and was able to say all kinds of weird shit?"
But you got fired from your college station.
Yeah, but that
So
was...
take your firing.
But it was original back then. I mean, this guy, what he's got to do, and the guy at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting was probably right in saying to Artie, "Listen, before you get in the fucking clown car,
Right.
be an acrobat. I mean, get on the air, do it. Let me see you do it straight."
Artie's a genuinely funny guy.
Yeah, but you
that
gotta...
dude didn't recognize Artie's skill.
No, believe
That's the problem.
Thank you, Robin. That was the nicest thing anyone ever.
Hey, I recognized your skill.
You did, brother.
did.
God bless you.
All right.
But
People ought to try figuring out who they're talking to sometime.
Because every guy at the college radio station thinks they're funny. Now they're going to get on and do the Howard Stern show. And it's like, you know what? Slow down a little bit. You can play by the rules a little
I
bit.
told you, the guy at my broadcasting school said the one thing you need to do, Robin, is get rid of that laugh.
Oh, really? Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, he's right. It's a little much.
The most recognizable laugh in the history of broadcasting.
I tell you, a lot of people have said that.
But yeah, so you think that would be interesting if the Howard TV films that? That would be
Yeah.
funny,
Definitely.
right? Yeah.
What are you gonna
come
do?
back. What are you going to say to
Well,
these kids?
I gotta figure it out. I don't know. I also found out I'm going into my high school Hall of Fame. Me and Ray Liotta.
Whoa!
Wait
Well,
a
I
second.
mean, what are you gonna do? It's
So
like
are
I
you
gotta
the
figure out.
commencement speaker at the Connecticut School of
I
Broadcasting?
have no. I mean, I graduated. There wasn't a formal graduation.
No.
I might just go and talk to a class. But anything's funny. Me trying to give people advice.
Yeah, I wonder what you're going to say to them.
I mean, the route I took is just sheer luck. It's like a
Arthur
fucking
Lang.
angel was on my shoulder
Arthur
guiding me.
Lang, here are your students.
Right, exactly.
Ralph,
Hey now.
I am curious to hear right from Ralph's mouth, though, the official reaction to Howard's announcement.
What, were you sleeping through it yesterday?
Yeah, he doesn't know you called in. He was asleep.
Oh, my God.
no, Artie
Artie.
slept through it.
What, did I sleep through it?
You were, you
Did
were
Ralph
nodding
call
out.
in?
Yes.
It was later in the day.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not
Artie,
kidding.
it was
I
after
swear-
8:30 when you're sleeping.
I swear to God, I don't remember.
You had
Ralph
just finished
calling.
2 cupcakes and your sugar high
You
was
were taking
crashing.
a little nap.
I gotta stay away from those
Artie, what are
cupcakes.
you doing, man?
What am I doing? I'm doing obese living.
No, but you're sleeping during the show. I mean, like this, like it's
Yeah,
kind
but
of
it's okay.
insulting.
Then it gives me a chance to kind of jump in, and then
It's so
Artie wakes
funny.
up, and it's kind of a nice dynamic.
You don't
Wait.
mind, Howard?
What? No.
Wait till you see Artie climbing off that little couch. It's the
Yeah,
best.
I mean, you talk about Howard TV. This guy earns his living. He's laying on a couch while we're in commercial break, and our commercial breaks are 3 minutes. At
That
the
is
most.
funny footage. Ooh.
Then I wake him up to come back in, and he can't get up off the couch
Is
because
he like a giant bear, like turning over?
yeah, well, his
Exactly.
belly too, like he was in the sit-up position. Hey-oh, yes. What is this? It's you? Oh, it's me. Okay. Artie's asleep on the couch.
He was sleeping in here. Didn't you hear him snoring again while we were talking to Bubba?
You know, we were just talking to him. We're like, what does he do the rest of the day that he's so tired? I mean,
Look, there he goes.
he can't even get out of the
Get
bed.
on that thing.
Let him just sleep.
For once, I didn't do it.
Look at this. He was dead out.
Sorry, Art.
He's like a pregnant woman trying to get off that couch.
Artie.
What is going on with you, man? Art.
I'm just so excited for you.
Artie, what's going on with you?
Nothing. I
What are you doing the rest of the day? You're so tired. It's
like a bear
You don't do
hibernating.
anything. What is it, Doug?
There's a bed set up if he wants to take a nap.
You want
in
to
the studio.
sleep near the microphone? What's going on with you, man? You're so tired. You're asleep.
What'd you do yesterday?
What's going on? What's this?
Yesterday,
Is it the cupcake thing? Because you're eating so many that they're like the sugar is bringing you up, and
Well,
now
I
you're
think
I
crashing?
can't believe that.
the weight has a lot to do with it.
Is it the
brother.
weight, man? Do you walk around all day tired like this?
Yes, I'm tired. I am tired all the time.
Wow, dude, this is serious. You were out unconscious on the couch,
What
and,
do we
I mean,
need to do?
and even during the Ted Nugent thing, you look like you're going to pass out.
There were times
And I
he's
love Ted.
breathing so loud,
Look at him.
Howard. I can't hear the callers.
Oh, look at that. How do you disturb a guy? You guys feel sorry for deer? Look at me.
We're evil.
Look at Artie sleeping on the couch.
He's so blissful the way he hugs that pillow.
Look at him.
Now watch you trying to get up. Show the part where Artie tries to get out of the couch. This is. It looks like a pregnant woman. Robin said. I'm gonna watch. All right, so he hears he has to come back in.
He's all
watch.
curled up in the Bobby
watch. It's
Trin
me at work.
pillow.
Wait, watch this. Look at you. Yeah, that's Artie at work. Time for another day. Look at this. You can't get up. Dude, you can't even get out. What is going on with you? Look,
What's going on with me?
Look at this. You
you
fall
fell
back.
back on the couch.
I just
What was
what's
that move?
going on with me? I don't know.
You can't get up?
Are you in pain?
The schedule's rough, man.
We always try to come up with new and fresh ideas.
Right.
And somebody, and I don't know who, and I wish I could give them the credit, said they had a good idea. That what we're going to do when I have my bachelor party is that one lucky serious listener.
That was my idea.
Okay. That was your idea. Okay.
Are you sure you
Hold
didn't
on,
do
no,
this for
because but
Richard?
watch out, no,
Wait, listen to me.
maybe, but watch how it came back to bite me.
Lifted on my to-do file.
So Sal sends me an email, says I got a great idea. One lucky listener should win. They have to do something really outrageous to get to go to the bachelor party. So then someone else wrote.
Doug Goodstein.
Doug Goodstein wrote, you know what? We should make Sal have to do something really outrageous because
To get to the bachelor
he ain't
party.
going to no bachelor party. So Sal's freaking out now.
I'll call Richard, ask him for an idea, and I'll see what I can come up with.
You know, it's a shame you would never be at my wedding.
Hey, it's a shame you're getting married, so touche, cocksucker.
Why do you care?
Oh, what do I
Oh,
care?
he cares a lot.
I care.
What do you care? Why do you care whether I get married?
Well, it's not. I'm real happy for you and Beth, man, because you deserve it.
Why are you
and
so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm glad you deserve it. You know, I think it's
I
still.
deserve it.
what?
I deserve
You
what?
deserve the happiness.
A life of pain? That's
Well,
what you're saying I'm going to have.
That's what you've been saying for 15 years.
Well, you
I
might
grew up
be
on
right.
that.
That's right.
But
why are you obsessed with me getting married?
well, like
You've
the
been on a mad tear.
Well, like the fans say, it is hypocritical, but hey, people change, things change. You change your nose, you change your chin, you change your marriage ideas. So
I didn't change my chin.
yeah, they change the
Oh,
fat
that's
underneath
right,
it.
that's right. And
so,
believe me, you might need that instead of that disgusting goatee.
hey,
Not on.
I'm using that as an example.
All right, go ahead.
And you're getting married. Good for you. Good for Beth.
Yeah, so why are you angry about it?
You think better for Beth.
I think better for the show. I always think of the show first. Howard's going to be miserable, locked in a prenup when there are times.
Locked into a prenup?
Well, she's locked in a prenup. So now,
yeah.
when you're in a
so
situation.
why am I locked in if I'm in a prenup? It sounds like I'm
Sounds like you're in a
scot-free.
catbird seat.
No, Beth's locked in the prenup. So let's walk through a scenario. You get pissed off at Beth over
Right.
something,
Out
like
the
she doesn't.
door.
Like lately, you said she don't shave her twat anymore the way you like her
She
to.
does shave her twat.
But-
One time she didn't shave her twat, and it turned out it was like I was off by a day.
But
Go ahead.
that's the first sign of many. That's the first sign.
She shaves her twat every day.
Yeah, but you're already starting to get a little pissed. Things are starting to change the way she wants it. She wants it.
Why,
She
that's
starts-
your marriage. Why are you married is what I want to ask.
But
You're
the thing is-
you clearly hate your wife. You hate family life.
I don't know
I don't
how
hate family
he could
life.
go
I love my
home
kids
after
dearly.
yesterday's wrap-up show.
Very easily. I call her up and go, you hear anything today? She goes, no. And I go, what's for dinner?
You really hate your wife.
No.
No, you do.
You do, Sal.
No, I don't. Nope. But the thing is, I'm
Should I
happy.
play what you said?
What's that?
Should I play what you say about her?
Well, you can play what you want. I said it.
Clearly, your anger is at her.
I have anger. I think I can't communicate with my wife. So the
She
times.
won't blow you. She won't give you sex. I understand what you're
Why don't
saying.
you play that train sound effect?
You don't
when
feel
do it?
she's in
not a
the
good idea.
She's not in the shape you want her to be in.
She's losing weight,
All right, but she's still not the right.
but she's
shape.
going out more now that she's losing weight, which is kind of scary.
So she's
Right.
still not with you.
But
No.
she sees him as another child in the house. She sees him as one of the other
Yeah,
kids.
and then Sal's whole rap is like, I'm still expected to provide, but she doesn't want to give me sex. Meanwhile, you're not
Like
providing.
his job didn't change. Hers did.
yeah.
like when
And
you
you're a fat slob. How can you tell your wife to lose weight?
Dude, what are you putting this on me for? You're the one going into this club of misery.
Okay, if I'm coming into the same club as you and you're so miserable, why don't you get out?
It's not that I'm completely miserable. The thing is that I have a tough time communicating with my wife. So the times that I get to talk to you and people around here, I let everything out. It's almost like therapy for me.
But you don't see an enormous problem there in your life? I mean,
well, I think if I unleash that at home, obviously it could lead to a divorce, and I don't want that to happen.
Right. I mean, you hate her.
No, I don't.
You don't
I
like
love her.
She won't even kiss you. She doesn't want you in the bed. You were sick, and she put you in a private room
like a dog.
Like, I mean,
That's
dude,
true.
you don't. There's nothing you like about the woman. Why are you with her? Name 5 things you love about her. You can't.
My clothes are clean. The bed is clean.
That's
the
a good
house
job.
is
And
clean.
as they said
That
yesterday,
is-
you're describing a good maid.
Right, who takes care of
go
my good
home.
children.
So go home and tell her, I'm miserable. I want you to be happy and me to be happy. I got to end this
There has to
nightmare.
be some changes.
And do you know of any maids?
Well, bring her in and talk to her. I don't know.
Surely you're not at home.
It's
No,
your
you're like another
marriage.
kid in the house. I mean, that's
That's the way she sees it. Like I talked to her backstage at the Patchogue show, and you know I think she loves Sal, but at the same time she's disgusted by him in many different times, and like the
Right.
pranks he does, and you know he's
What?
you were running around backstage smacking people on the ass, and you know, and it's like
Going
you're
to the
drunk,
booths.
dude. When Sal gets
I
drunk
go to the
backstage,
booth because I don't get any action. You know what I'm saying?
Does she know you go to that? And she's okay with it?
Women are grossed out by that
No,
shit.
you know, it's all.
Yeah, you can't tell your
I
wife
really
you're
don't go to
doing
the booths,
that.
Fred. I do that for the show. Come on.
Okay, good. Just checking.
But you know, look. I've learned to deal with it, Howard. There were times in your marriage,
Dude, you learned to deal with it. You're out in the open about it. You've
Yeah.
announced it to the world that you're miserable in your life. Your life might as well be. You might as well be dead. You hate your life so much. Get out. I'm telling you as a friend.
I think I'm just miserable in general. Maybe
And you
know.
it's just women
assume that
issues?
No,
everyone's life is going to become yours.
I hope not.
Describe the perfect life to you. What would your perfect life be? Single, fucking lots of different girls.
No, you know,
Married fucking lots of girls?
perfect life is like when I go to a lot of these comedy shows. I see a lot of great wives that are by their husbands and they're drinking with them and they're rubbing their back while they're talking to me.
Who's
and
that?
A lot of couples. that
Comedians or
No,
he's
no,
saying
no,
in the
fans,
audience.
fans.
In the audience.
There's a lot of women who come up to me and go, look, I love my husband, and I see it, and it's really nice, and it's really nice to see a guy who, you know, he's got those ripped up hands, and you know he takes care of his family, and his wife's there, and she's just supporting what he likes to do. What I like in my life is I just like maybe
Some
a little
support.
a little more respect. You know, when I walk through the house,
I get no respect.
When you walk through the house,
I walk through the house. First thing I hear is take off your shoes. You know,
right.
help Antonio with his homework.
Wipe
you
the
know,
kiss makeup off your cock.
Shirley, please.
It's like any house in the Midwest.
wipe the kiss makeup off your cock.
That kiss makeup, that kiss makeup on my cock has put my kids through college. You fucking.
Sal and I were talking off the air yesterday, and one of the things we talked about is he was telling me they're not getting any respect thing at home, and it's a weird thing because you do want your wife to support you, especially in front of the kids. So he was saying that he was talking to his kids about using foul language, right?
Right.
And he said to them like something like,
Stop dicking around.
Stop dicking around. And his wife then scolded him in front of the kids. She's like, you have the nerve to talk to the kids like that? And it's you can't undermine your husband in front of the kids. That's a
right.
bad thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But she does have a grown child, you know, so you know what I mean?
You don't know what.
So I don't know whose side to take.
Yeah, it's just that you're such a fuck up that she feels like she's married to a child. You know you are. You fuck up everywhere. You are. You're a fuck up, right?
Why don't you just hang a fucking noose right in the
Are
middle
you
of
a
the place? Let me
fuck
do
up
it.
or not?
I guess to a certain degree, yeah. But
All right,
what,
so she doesn't know what to do with you.
Okay, so
so you're not cut out for this. So get out.
I don't want to get out. I'd rather have a wife who supports what I do. And
But she doesn't. She's never.
She
gonna
does.
support
I mean,
you.
she puts up with it. I guess. What
She's
can I
never
do?
gonna be massaging your
You know,
shoulders at a
as
comedy.
much as
Never.
you claim,
I know.
Right.
Sal, as much as you claim that she's different since the marriage, you're not the guy she thought she was marrying.
She says it every day.
Right.
You're not Prince Valiant.
You took your vows, like you said. You said
Vows.
like, I could put up with her, but when you took the vows, you loved her. You didn't say, "I want to put up with this woman as best I can."
And she's young and beautiful. She could find a new man like that. Let her go do it.
Somebody else will be the daddy to
Yeah.
those kids.
You know what? Sal's a popular guy on the show, man. Sal could get hooked up in 2 seconds when he's
Sure he
single.
could.
And you could find chicks that
You
have
know,
played
There
the
will be
apartment
a
or
girl
whatever.
out there to
Yes,
support
Sal.
the real Sal.
So you're attractive.
Hot.
Sal, I gotta tell you,
You guys are worse than my friends.
Me and you are very much alike, and I'm being dead serious because I think you're a funny guy. I think you're a talented guy. I think you're smart, but you're a maniac. You're a fuck up. And I mean, Sal,
Look who's telling you that.
And I am too. I realized, you know what I learned from the 4 years I was with Dana? It's the longest relationship I ever been. If I got married, eventually I would fuck up like days into the marriage, and she'd be yelling at me too, like I was a kid, because I'm a big fucking maniac. But,
Now, why did you scream at me when I called you a maniac?
well, because I'm allowed to do it.
I don't know. You know what?
I don't need another broad calling me a maniac, Robin.
Only maniacs can say maniacs to each
But I'm
other.
saying, do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, Sal.
But you have kids, and that's a hard thing. He's got beautiful
what?
kids. You can't get divorced for a while. Give it a week or something.
Better to be divorced than to be at home sitting there miserable. I mean, he's just miserable.
Is any of this? How much of this is shtick? How miserable? Are you?
Zero.
Play the clips of her yelling at
But
me,
is
Howard,
that
if you
shtick?
want.
What page is that on?
On your page in pink, I think.
Yeah.
What is this from?
God, I
This
love
is
it.
Christmas time. I'm trying to take a family picture with my wife and the kids and the dog.
Oh, this is brutal.
Say cheese. Ready?
Yeah, he's looking up.
Look at
Hold
me.
your
Look at
face
me.
normal. Don't hold the dog's ass in the picture. We do not want to see the dog's ass. I'm not kidding.
Do I sound like a maniac?
Ready? 1, 2.
No, they're not ready. Stop taking the picture. They're not ready.
All right.
I'm taking the picture. I'm all saying cheese, cheese, cheese. Nobody's looking. Everybody looks like a mess.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, well, my point is clear though, right? Okay. Where's that dog? Did she go upstairs? Yeah.
I thought it just pooped.
I don't know when it pooped under the tree. I just found it. It had to poop sometime while we were eating, I guess.
That's one.
Dude, all you gotta do is...
I'm holding the baby.
Well, what does that mean? You can't bend your legs because you're holding the baby? Is that what that means? Explain it to me, because I'm baffled. I'm holding the baby. Imagine if I was holding the baby all day. I can't do the laundry. I'm holding the baby.
Christine.
I'm holding the baby. I can't wash your underwear. I'm holding the baby. So I'm sorry. I can't pay the mortgage because I'm...
Obviously, you went through this on the first two babies.
Oh,
Why'd
wait
you-
a minute. Did you hear what she just said?
What'd she say?
Oh,
I can't-
did you hear?
What'd
Back
she say?
that up.
All right.
Back that up. That was the
big.
worst thing I've
That
ever
was
heard
big.
come out of a
holding the
woman.
baby. Baby. I'm holding the baby. I can't wash your underwear. I'm holding the baby. So I'm sorry. I can't pay the mortgage because I'm holding the baby. No lights. I'm holding the baby. Can't pay the local bill.
That's
Well, I'll tell you
brutal.
what
I can't pay the mortgage. I'm holding.
You know what I couldn't do?
That is.
She asked me to raise the shades on it, but I was just like positioned with the baby, and I just couldn't get to it.
Right.
And that's it. There you go.
She went through a laundry
So
list
if
of all
anybody
the
ever
things.
wants to question the shtick of my life, play
Sal,
that on
that's a
loop mode
hurtful
and
thing.
blow your brains
I'm
out.
on your side with that. That's a hurtful thing to say. I can't pay the mortgage.
All right, hold on a second. Who are you on the phone with?
My mother.
Who? Guys, take it easy. Calm down. Everybody calm down. Calm down. Everybody calm down. All right, can you take the baby?
Oh, man.
All right, now you shouldn't have heard that.
Oh,
Howard.
my
You
God.
shouldn't have.
So you asked me why you shouldn't get married. There you go.
I don't know, man.
I don't know how you guys can come to the decision to have a third kid when you can't agree
She
on
wanted a
anything
girl.
else.
I said, okay. We had two boys. She wanted a girl, and we had a boy. So that's fine.
Good plan.
Could have
there you
dressed
go.
one of the other
Good
kids like a
plan.
girl.
You showed her. We'll have another boy.
Was there any joy in making the baby? I mean, was there any like love between you two, or was it just all business?
No. It's look, when we do make love, it's good. You know, I mean, there are some rules and regulations. You know.
Yeah, tell how the Tampa story ended.
So that's it. You know, I flip on my back and I go, "Can you finish me off?" She goes, "I'm tired. Finish yourself off."
Oh.
So I go, "Christine, just do what you got to do," and she did it. And surprisingly, she didn't pull away for the pouch. So I'm like, wow, pretty good. Maybe we're in Tampa. Maybe this is a little bonus. And then all of a sudden, she's still holding it. And a few minutes go by, and I shrivel up in her hand. I turn around, and she's dead asleep. So that's how. So technically, I didn't get a freebie there. She just passed
All right,
out.
She
You
fell
know what?
asleep with your dick in her hand.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
You
you
know,
too.
there's the good and the bad, and you make the best of it. But as a man, Howard, who hasn't been married, I'm just trying to let you know, hey, maybe you should think about it a little bit more. That's my
point.
point.
A man who hasn't
He's been married
well,
for 20 years.
I mean, a man who has an opportunity not to get married again. Excuse me.
Right.
Maybe you should reevaluate.
All right,
but,
I'm going to think about it.
But if you're happy, you're happy.
All right,
That's
thank you.
There you go.
All right, goodbye.
It is. I mean, marriages look like a horror show on the show.
Well, that Will said yesterday that he took a long time to propose to his girlfriend because of all the horror stories he hears around here.
Yeah, well, maybe he's right. That's pretty horrible. A guy coming into his own little pouch that he makes.
That's kooky.
I mean, that's just as bad as it gets.
Yeah, there's no point in staying in something like that.
No.
I'll just come on myself. I don't need you there.
Right.
If I can buy you a plane ticket.
If you fall asleep jerking me off, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Fuck.
And no hard feelings. Just listen, you're not into it.
The strangest thing about their relationship is Sal seems to know about everything to make it right. So just take that action and try to make it right. He knows exactly what the perfect marriage is, but he does nothing to...
But it would mean her not being repulsed by him.
Yeah. And some of the stuff she asks him is ridiculous. Like, a guy comes home from work. Why does he have to take off his shoes the second he walks in his house? It's his house. He should be able to walk in. That's the way I see it, anyway. And that's why I'm single.
What is it? Yeah.
There's a lot of...
Right. Yeah, what's up?
There's a lot of weird things that goes on in the halls, you know. So Benji just went on like this weird tear, and it started tickling everyone, and he tickled Artie, but Artie was sort of... he let him do it.
Doug, I got to move on.
Oh, it's such a funny video.
What do I have to see now? A video
Benji
of Artie?
He just like attacked Artie and tickled him,
but he could make me laugh tickling.
But he giggled him.
All right,
he made
let
him
me see it. All right, if you insist, I'm trying to move along.
I want to get it in today's show. It's funny.
I was just telling everybody what a great tickler I am. I'm very ticklish myself sometimes, and I love tickling and being tickled. So we're going around and we're going to see who I can tickle the best. So here we go.
Two homos.
Wow! Yaki!
Yaki.
He is good at it.
Oh my goodness.
That was so fruity. That was the gayest thing. Who hasn't wanted to hold an enormous comedian in their hands and elicit laughter?
Look at this.
We got a great one! We got a great one! We got a great one!
What is that about?
I'm running out the door scared shit, and the hot receptionist sees me, and, you know, I'm trying to make time with her.
So Benji was good at tickling you?
I said, I'm sitting there. Benji's doing one of his bits for the camera, right? I see him, and he goes, I'm a great tickler. And I'm sitting there with my iPod, and I see he's eyeing up me. And I go, you know what? You can't make me laugh tickling.
Look at him fighting Ronnie.
Oh. I thought this was the... Ronnie's almost killed 8 people on the staff in the last 2 weeks. So I just sat there, and I was too lazy to move, and I'm like, I know what you're looking at me. You're gonna come to me. You can't make me laugh. And he ran up, and sure enough, the fucker, I was laughing.
Wow.
He tickled good. And,
did you like it?
I mean, I wasn't turned on by it.
You
But
want him to do it to you again?
No.
You know, bypass breakfast. I'm only eating one meal a day, it seems, because I'm constantly on the go.
That's why I got you a cupcake. Keep going.
Rachel, this is beautiful.
Go ahead. What else do you do?
Oh, damn, that's good.
I'm glad you like it.
Damn.
What? So you get your clothes and do you go anywhere? You stay home all day?
Select my clothing throughout the day. As you can tell.
Yep, I saw the clothes.
Beautifully dressed.
No, you did great with that.
Oh. Very nice icing, by the way.
That's good. I wanted you to get the bite to eat, the one meal a day
Beautiful,
thing.
beautiful.
Good. Do you go anywhere?
However,
yeah.
Well, and then after the shower
and the clothes selection,
dressing of the clothes and all that.
Yep.
I will go on the internet and look at pornography all day. So.
You're busy.
Yeah,
You're a busy guy.
I'm basically a busy man.
That's what keeps you from having food breaks. You got to do a lot of porn time.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is from Louis G.
Unbelievable.
Louis asks, Do you still go to the library every day? And if you don't, where is the new hangout?
The hangout is still the library. I'm still doing the library. It seems to be the thing to do.
Yeah. You read a lot when you're there, or no?
Basically, I'm at the library staring at people, and it seems to freak them out to a point where it's like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing here? Like staring, you know. So basically, the staring is over with, and I'll just go and make believe I'm working or doing something, grabbing a magazine or something.
Okay.
And you know, looking through the magazine, basically.
It's a busy day.
Yeah, I tell you.
At Trey Stink asks, do you like Robin's or Rachel's boobs more?
That is a tough one, you know.
It's a challenging question.
Because
here
I'm a very much a boob man.
Yeah. So what's your expert opinion?
I love the boobies, you know.
Sure.
Love the boobies, you know.
He loves the boobies.
I mean, it's just a fascination of mine.
Okay.
Staring at breasts, and I get such a joy and a rush from staring at boobies. So to answer your question, I'll have to say Rachel's, because I don't know, it's just fascination. Fascination.
I am so flattered right now. Question from Brian S. What's your favorite experience you've had with the show?
I have to say my favorite experience has been pissing Ronnie the Limmenwagner off to the extent where it's very enjoyable.
Do you have a favorite pissing Ronnie off memory?
I remember going to the staff bathroom and putting like a garbage can or something in the way of the door, and he came out of the door, and boom, there's the garbage can there, and then he was really pissed off. You're an asshole. What are you doing?
You laughing at?
So that was a pretty cool moment, actually.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Question. Said that. Angela V asks, be honest, when you were an intern, what staff member was a to you and who was the nicest?
I don't know. I don't have a per se. Everybody has been very cordial and nice.
Give me your most favorite, least favorite. Maybe we won't even call him a who's been the best and the worst.
I don't know. The best probably has been has been Ronnie because he's been such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, tell Gary you're going to be my intern. It's okay with me. We'll see how long you last.
I think they'll give me a trial run.
Go
You
tell
know.
Gary.
You guys get along pretty well.
Dude.
Yeah, man. I mean,
come back.
you know.
First day back, you can be my intern.
I would love that. And I don't know. I might have to add my own in there for a minute.
Okay.
The funniest would be Jim McClure, probably.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy, just because of his face, his looks, you know, everything about the guy.
He's just funny looking.
He's just a real peculiar looking dude, and it's just like, holy shit. You know, here he is. You know, it's like.
So in like a Chippendales contest,
very fun.
He's going down. You're the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got that. So you didn't have a least favorite here at the show?
I have not had a least favorite. I don't like to judge like that. You know.
Yeah.
I like to keep it like an even playing field. You know. So just have fun. Just have a good time. You know.
Awesome. Jared S. asks, have you ever wandered off and found yourself lost?
Every day, actually, yeah. Yeah, that happens every day. Every day I find myself lost.
How do you get home?
I have to ask people for directions, and you know, I mean, it just sort of happens that way, you know?
Yeah, that's a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
Dave,
you getting sprinkles all over you?
Well, I got a little bit of a shower just now.
You like it?
I kind of do. Dave O asks, people have said you.
God,
this
you're
is.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a looker yourself, Pete. This is ironic. Dave O asks, people have said you spit a lot when you eat. I'm seeing that. What was the most embarrassing situation during a meal?
Well, probably when all my food came out of my mouth. Probably.
What happened? When was that?
Just not paying attention, you know, and just sort of like having projectiles, you know, come out of my mouth. It's just like, whoa, you know, like crazy, like it's crazy.
But you've learned from that. You're getting better with it, you think, or?
I've actually learned how to do things like correctly and like the right way, you know.
Yeah.
I just have learned from past mistakes.
That's how you grow.
You know, that's how you grow as a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, you know, eating and learning. You know, that's usually how it goes. You know.
That's a good point. Next question.
We're having an
I'm sorry.
in-depth.
I got the giggles. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
No, you're giving me a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely.
Question. Sorry.
You okay?
I am. You choked me up a little.
Some water or something?
No, I'm good. Question from Joe. Joe asks.
All right, Joe.
Were you shocked that you got aroused while being teased and electrocuted? And how did that feel?
That felt absolutely amazing.
Did you expect you were going to get aroused?
I did actually. It was such an amazing experience.
Describe it for me. What did it feel like?
Well, hold on. I'm, you know, these shocks on my ass. Such an amazing like sensation feeling, you know. Oh, that's fucking insane! I mean, it's crazy. You have to experience it to actually get the full.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Get the full-on effect.
It's fucking hot!
Damn, yeah, it is. Because it's just absolutely amazing.
Have you tried to replicate that at home on your own?
In my spare time, yes. I mean, I've tried to do it, but it doesn't work because you need that chick who will be that person.
Oh yeah.
To actually
to electrocute your ass.
Administer the electrocution. Yeah. Yeah.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Question from Wes Clay S. He asks, F, Mary, Kill, Rachel Fine, Beth O, Robin Quivers.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't know. I probably would have to say I'd F Rachel Fine.
Thank you, sir.
because of her just spectacular beauty right here. I mean, look at this.
Thank you.
I would have to kill Robin Quivers.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's just something about her just would make me want to do that. And obviously would marry Bethel.
She's beautiful
because she's such a sweet.
She is
woman. Like a seemingly like a caring woman. So,
absolutely.
So I would definitely have to do those three. So.
All right, we got a plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people wrote in asking for you to do some impressions. So I'd like to take this opportunity. Let's see what you got. Can you do a little like George Takei for us?
Oh my.
That's good.
How are you, Rachel?
Oh, look at you.
You're looking mighty fine today.
Impressive. How about Ronnie? Give me Ronnie.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit all about here? What's going on here? Rachel, you look great. You look amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you. Next one's Gary. Give me Gary.
Boss. I don't understand this fun time. Boss. What's going on? In other words, I don't get why he's here. In other words, I don't understand. I don't understand this.
Oh, it's really good. Beetlejuice.
I don't think I can do Beetlejuice.
What other impressions you got in your back pocket? Who can you do? Any famous actors?
Off the top of my head, I don't have anything.
Any other show members that you can do impressions of?
Probably Scott the engineer.
Let's see it. All right.
If I just hold my nose, just get that kind of effect,
Go for it.
I mean, come on, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty. When you say so, I don't know. Hey, Rachel, you look beautiful. You look amazing.
That was fantastic. And just to take us out, and before I even go there, I want to thank everyone for the questions they sent in. This is a really special episode of Fine Time. Please keep sending your questions. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can
Great
send
occasion.
them via email. Pardon?
Great occasion.
Great occasion.
Yeah.
Even send video submissions. And remember that this is your show, so do not screw it up. Until next time, I had a fine time, but it will be all the more fine if I can get a little beatbox from Pete. Get ready. Yeah.
Little beatbox?
Yeah. What do you got?
All right. I'll show you what I got.
Okay.
Got to get into it a little bit.
Get into it.
Got to get into the rhythm. Got to get into the rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah!
Amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
This guy.
It's like good stuff for one.
It was, or what?
You are hot, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thanks.
amazing.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is a former intern who spent more time wandering these halls here at Sirius and diddling a pencil than he did doing any actual work. He likes to hang out in libraries and stand around staring at people. If there's a Stern Show related event, you can be sure he'll be there. You can also be sure that he'll never leave. And you can probably be sure that he's going to follow you home. Ronnie the limo driver says that he discovered him, although he came to us through the internship, so go figure. We all know it was the Tourette's that truly made him famous. Please join me in welcoming a man who sent many, many emails asking to be on Fine Time and who will most likely spit all over me and the camera lens. Ladies and gentlemen, Medicated Pete. What's up, Pete?
Rachel.
Hi.
What's going on?
How are you doing today?
How you doing?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm just hanging out. What's going on?
I'm liking the new highlights you're rocking.
I love it myself. You know?
Yeah. You're styling.
Did it for the spring, summer thing, you know?
Okay.
So.
He takes it up a notch for Fine Time. I appreciate that. I brought you snacks today. So take your pick.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Well, you should enjoy Cupcake Wednesday with us. What would you like?
I don't know. You know, I think I kind of like this one.
Go for it. Grab it.
Yeah.
You can have a snack while we're working.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
I'm not so sure here.
I think it's going to be delicious.
I'm feeling, I don't know. I'm feeling I should eat this thing. I don't know.
I think it'll help you relax. First question is from...
Right, thanks.
At Scott Gruenwald. Scott asks, take us through a day in the life of Medicated Pete.
A day in the life? A day in the life will be getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
Taking a shower.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Selecting my clothing for the day.
Yep. Did a good job.
Usually,
yeah.
I'm okay with that. You know. Bypass breakfast. I'm only eating one meal a day. It seems, because I'm constantly on the go.
That's why I got you a cupcake. Keep going.
Rachel, this is beautiful.
Go ahead. What else do you do?
Oh, damn, that's good.
I'm glad you like it.
Damn.
What? So you get your clothes and then do you go anywhere? You stay home all day?
Select my clothing throughout the day. As you can tell.
Yep, I saw the clothes.
Beautifully dressed.
No, you did great with that.
Oh. Very nice icing, by the way.
That's good. I wanted you to get the bite to eat, the one meal a day
beautiful,
thing.
Beautiful.
Good. Do you go anywhere?
However,
yeah.
Well, and then after the shower
and the clothes selection,
dressing of the clothes and all that shit.
Yep.
I will go on the internet and look at pornography all day. So.
You're busy.
Yeah,
you're a busy guy.
I'm basically a busy man.
That's what keeps you from having food breaks. You got to eat a lot of porn time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Next question is from Louis G.
Unbelievable.
Louis asks, do you still go to the library every day? And if you don't, where is the new hangout?
The hangout is still the library. I'm still doing the library. It seems to be the thing to do.
Yeah. You read a lot when you're there or no?
Basically, I'm at the library staring at people, and it seems to freak them out to a point where it's like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing here? Like staring, you know. So basically, the staring is over with, and I'll just go and make believe I'm working or doing something, grabbing a magazine or something.
Okay.
And, you know, looking through the magazine, basically.
It's a busy day.
Yeah, I tell you.
At Trey Stink asks, do you like Robin's or Rachel's boobs more?
That is a tough one, you know.
It's a challenging question.
Because I'm a very much a boob man.
Yeah. So, what's your expert opinion?
I love the boobies, you know.
Sure.
Love the boobies, you know.
He loves the boobies.
I mean, it's just a fascination of mine.
Okay.
Staring at breasts, and I get such a joy and a rush from staring at boobies. So to answer your question, I'll have to say Rachel's, because I don't know, it's just fascination. Fascinating.
I am so flattered right now. Question from Brian S. What's your favorite experience you've had with the show?
I have to say my favorite experience has been pissing Ronnie the Limmenbacher off to the extent where it's very enjoyable.
Do you have a favorite pissing Ronnie off memory?
I remember going to the staff bathroom and putting like a garbage can or something in the way of the door, and he came out of the door, and boom, there's the garbage can there, and then he was really pissed off. Your asshole, what are you?
The fuck are you laughing at?
So that was a pretty cool moment, actually.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Question from I've always said that. Angela V asks, be honest, when you were an intern, what staff member was a dick to you and who was the nicest?
I don't know. I don't have a dick per se. Everybody has been very cordial and nice.
Give me your most favorite, least favorite. Maybe we won't even call him a dick. Who's been the best and the worst?
I don't know. The best probably has been Ronnie, because he's been such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Well, tell Gary you're going to be my intern. It's okay with me. We'll see how long you last.
I think they'll give me a trial run. You know.
Gary.
You guys get along pretty well.
Dude.
Yeah, man. I mean,
back,
you know.
Stay back. You can be my intern.
I would love that. And I don't know. I might have to add my own in there for a minute.
Okay.
The funniest would be Jim McClure, probably.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny guy, just because of his face, his looks, everything about the guy.
He's just funny looking.
He's just a real peculiar looking dude, and it's just like, holy shit, here he is. It's like.
So in like a chicken meals contest,
very fun.
He's going down. You're the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got that. So you didn't have a least favorite here at the show?
I have not had a least favorite. I don't like to judge like that.
Yeah.
I like to keep it like an even playing field. So just have fun. Just have a good time.
Awesome. Jared S asks, have you ever wandered off and found yourself lost?
Every day, actually. Yeah. Yeah. That happens every day. Every day I find myself lost.
How do you get home?
I have to ask people for directions, and I mean, it just sort of happens that way,
Yeah, that's a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
Dave,
You're getting sprinkles all over you?
Well, I got a little bit of a shower just now.
You like it?
But I kind of do. Dave O asks, People have said you.
God,
this
you're
is.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a looker yourself, Pete. This is ironic. Dave O.S. People have said you spit a lot when you eat. I'm seeing that. What was the most embarrassing situation during a meal?
Well, probably when all my food came out of my mouth. Probably.
What happened? When was that?
Just not paying attention, you know, and just sort of like having projectiles, you know, come out of my mouth. It's just like, whoa, you know, like crazy. Like it's crazy.
But you've learned from that. You're getting better with it, you think, or?
I've actually learned how to do things like correctly and like the right way, you know.
Yeah.
I've learned from past mistakes.
That's how you grow.
You know, that's how you grow as a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, you know, eating and learning. You know, that's usually how it goes. You know.
Good point. Next question.
We're having an
I'm sorry.
in-depth.
I got the giggles. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, you're giving me a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely.
Question. Sorry.
You okay?
I am. You choked me up a little.
Some water or something?
No, I'm good. Question from Joe. Joe asks.
All right, Joe.
Were you shocked that you got aroused while being teased and electrocuted? And how did that feel?
That felt absolutely amazing.
Did you expect you were going to get aroused?
I did actually. It was such an amazing experience.
Describe it for me. What did it feel like?
Well, hold on. I'm, you know, the shocks on my ass. Such an amazing like sensation feeling, you know. Ah, that's fucking insane. I mean, it's crazy. You have to experience it to actually get the full.
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
Get the full-on effect.
His cock is hard!
Damn, yeah, it is. Because it's just absolutely amazing.
Have you tried to replicate that at home on your own?
In my spare time, yes. I mean, I've tried to do it, but it doesn't work because you need that chick who will be that person.
Oh yeah.
To actually
to electrocute your ass.
Administer the electrocution. Yeah. Yeah.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Question from Wes Clay S. He asks, F, Marry, Kill, Rachel Fine, Beth O, Robin Quivers.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't know. I probably would have to say I'd F Rachel Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Because of her just spectacular beauty right here. I mean, look at this.
Thank you.
Kill. I would have to kill Robin Quivers.
Why's that?
I don't know. It's just something about her just would make me want to do that. And you know, obviously would marry Beth O.
She's beautiful
because she's such a sweet.
She is
woman. You know, like a seemingly like a caring woman. So,
absolutely.
So I would definitely have to do those three. So.
All right,
Yeah.
You got a plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people wrote in asking for you to do some impressions. So I'd like to take this opportunity. Let's see what you got. Can you do a little like George Takei for us?
Oh my.
That's good.
How are you, Rachel?
Oh, look at you.
You're looking mighty fine today.
Impressive. How about Ronnie? Give me Ronnie.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit all about here? What's going on here? Rachel, you look great. You look amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you. Next one's Gary. Give me Gary.
Both. I don't understand this fun time shit. Both. What's going on? In other words, I don't get why he's here. In other words, I don't understand. I don't understand this.
Oh, it's really good. Beetlejuice.
I don't think I can do Beetlejuice.
What other impressions you got in your back pocket? Who can you do? Any famous actors?
Off the top of my head, I don't have anything.
Any other show members that you can do impressions of?
Probably Scott the engineer.
Let's see it. All right.
If I just hold my nose, just get that kind of effect,
Go for it.
I mean, come on, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty. When you say so, I don't know. Hey, Rachel, you look beautiful. You look amazing.
That was fantastic. And just to take us out, and before I even go there, I want to thank everyone for the questions they sent in. This is a really special episode of Fine Time. Please keep sending your questions. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can send them via email. Pardon?
Great occasion.
Great occasion.
Yeah.
Even send video submissions. And remember that this is your show, so do not screw it up. Until next time, I had a fine time, but it will be all the more fine if I can get a little beatbox from Pete. Get ready. Yeah.
Little beatbox?
Yeah. What do you got?
All right. I'll show you what I got.
Okay.
Got to get into it a little bit.
Get into it.
Got to get into the rhythm. Got to get into the rhythm.
Okay. Amazing.
That's what I'm talking about.
This guy.
It's like good stuff for one.
It was, or what?
You are hot, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, amazing.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hello, I'm JD. On Monday's wrap-up show, I came in and talked about the lovely, gorgeous Jenny McCarthy, who I was in love with before, but after she admitted to liking to choke on cock, I just fell head over heels. So I came in and talked about that, and then later on, Sal Governale came in and talked about his new chompers. So there you go.
Let's talk about Jenny McCarthy, because she looked fantastic today, and I think the person who really was the most gaga over it used to be Gary. Gary has admitted Jenny McCarthy, he's a big fan. That was his free pass, and he really dug her. But I think that was eclipsed by JD today, who was in love with Jenny McCarthy and got to go in at the end of the interview and totally fumbled it and then told Benji he loved him, which I did not know where that came from, Ted. So we'll talk to JD about him meeting Jenny. But when Jenny said why she hadn't come in for a number of years, she said it was autism and she was sort of depressed and dealing with the issues and this and that. And Howard went back at her a couple times and she stuck to her guns, because one thing Jenny does say is that she's not going to lie and she'll answer practically any question, which she did about, her blowjob research, her 3-hour orgasms, her using the calendar method for birth control, which I think is insane. God bless her. And now she's moved on to a better place with Jim and Oprah sort of out of her life. And now joining us on the wrap-up show is Jenny McCarthy's biggest fan, who within, I would say...
I don't know if I'm her biggest, but...
today you were.
Well, yeah, today, listen.
15 seconds into the interview, JD was hooked. I mean, and then when you went in
15 seconds in, she goes, I love choking on cock. I mean, how can that not be like, that's like magic to a guy's ears.
Yeah, especially because now I have it as a drop. But,
especially from a hot chick.
But you were above and beyond. Then when you went in there to talk to her, you told Benji that you loved him? What happened there?
I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't know what to say. She was looking at Howard. I don't think she turned over to me once, by the way.
You didn't get the time of day?
She said
that Twitter fame didn't work in your favor?
She was locked in on Howard, and I was just like, all right, I'm just going to get out of here. I love you, Jenny. For some reason, B came out. I don't know. But it's not Benji.
What about her gets you going so much? I mean, there's a lot of women who pass through these doors, but I've never seen you react quite like that.
Well, she is a beautiful woman. And, a lot of these ladies, they want to be sort of, ladylike and not sort of, they want to hide the dirty side, behind them, or, they don't want to vocalize it.
How do you know they're all dirty?
Hold on, that's a whole other conversation. But she was like upfront with, she loves sex and she loves to be a dirty girl. So there you go.
You love the way she talked.
Of course. Who doesn't love? It's Jenny McCarthy talking dirty. What is there not to like about that?
She was like Jack Black at Tropic Thunder. I want to lick the ball.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Do you think he's surpassed you in terms of digging Jenny McCarthy?
Absolutely, because I was digging her, but I was trying to, and the best part
Gary
is
has to be a professional, and he's married. I have no limitations.
That's true. But usually, this is how I know JD was really into her. Usually, when you throw a guy under the bus, he goes, "Oh, that's bullshit." The bullshit. He comes and says, "Yeah, I want to tell you, you're fucking hot."
Well, yeah, but that damn Brian Urlacher's got to be in the way.
Do you think Jenny would bang Howard literally this afternoon if he wanted it?
Absolutely.
And it's always been that way. She's always been pretty into him.
You mean if she wasn't with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they were both single, she'd totally bang him this afternoon. She's definitely attracted to him. There's something going on between them, and she's sort of, I don't know how quickly can Howard get a blood test.
Yeah, right. Do you think Howard regrets not banging her during his single time?
I'd say that if there's a top 5 list, it's her and Jillian Barberie would be the 2 top ones, and I don't know how to fill in the rest.
Who's wilder, you think, Jillian Barberie or Jenny McCarthy?
Got to know your head? I got to think about that one.
Well, that totally fits with Jillian.
That was
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think, JD? Give me your assessment, because I know you love both of them.
I don't know, but man, that would be a competition to watch. I'll tell you that.
I guess I think that Jenny's probably a little wilder because she was naked in magazines. But I think Jillian would be naked in Playboy if Fox would let her. So I don't know. It's a tough call.
Jillian seems to me like she sincerely loves sex more than Jenny. I can't tell with Jenny, this is just my thing, how much she's just having fun with the reaction of people saying it.
No, I mean, she's been on the show before. I think she's being pretty genuine.
Doesn't matter. Son of hot.
John, you're on the wrap-up show.
Good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Good.
I hope you can hear me all right. I'm on my cell phone there.
No, I can hear you fine. What's your question?
My only disappointment is after Jenny talked about how sexual she was, they should have got her on the Simeon.
The Sybian, you mean?
No, an actual monkey.
Oh, I'm telling you what, the way she was talking about having a long orgasms and things like that would have made for classic, like that one gal that supposed to have the brain tumor or whatever. That I can't think of that porn star's name that was on there that had that massive orgasm with the guy that created that
Raven
thing.
Alexis.
What were you going to say, JD?
Well, should I tell him what I came into Gary's office and I was like, we need to have her demonstrate this oral technique because she keeps talking all about it. And
I wanted to see it.
You wanted me to get a banana. You were very specific.
I wanted someone to get something in there.
But I mean, Howard tries to gauge.
That's on display.
I mean, she could be very sexual talking about what she's doing, but Howard tries to gauge that, and it could be insulting to her. Even though she was talking about what she was talking about, it might be insulting to get her on the Sybian. And she's got more appearances coming up, and
she was alluding to it. At the beginning.
You're right.
Yeah,
she did mention it.
And then I thought to myself, "Oh, that'll be really funny. Maybe she'll get on the Sybian because she's wearing underwear. It's not that big a deal." And she said she wasn't wearing underwear, and then she even said something that her private parts would engulf it or something like that.
I thought she had ridden the Sybian. Who was the big one that
Carmen Electra?
Carmen Electra. She wore it with. She did it with underwear on.
Did we? Was there something with her peeing in her pants afterwards?
Tickle chair.
Was that Jenny?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Jenny peed in the tickle chair?
She sure did.
I don't remember that.
When it comes to piss, I don't forget.
I get all my water. I'll get my water in the tickle chair confused because I think So Maria Menounos was the one who spilled all the water on her, right?
Yes.
God. It was a creepy grin again.
No, because I was the one doing it. That's such a creepy
Matt in
grin.
California, you're on the wrap-up show.
We all have it, Care.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, listen, I just want to talk a little bit about Jenny McCarthy. Yeah, she was a great guest today, and I got to agree with the last guy about the city and would have been awesome, but she's just very open and very candid. It was a great interview again by Howard. He's just one of the best interviewers probably ever, and it's just pretty awesome. It was really good show today, and Bill Walsh was good, too.
Yeah, I mean, the sex stuff with Jenny was amazing. I've never heard anybody come on the show who has any celebrity at all and be that open. But even the stuff she talked about afterwards, I still thought was great as well. Although JD wanted to go back to her blowjob techniques.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was a really good interview. Thanks for calling. Sal, I see you in here. You went in towards the end of the show to defend your new teeth. Congratulations on that.
And congrats on your new show.
Thank you, my friend. But it seemed that this is one of those situations where Howard had to tell you, don't cover your teeth when you're laughing.
I don't want Gary to see them and make fun of them.
That's where I'm going with this.
First of all, you look like Ross when Ross on Friends got his teeth whitened. And
as long as my teeth don't smell like Ross's teeth, I'll be fine. Sorry, Ross. But Gary started Ross. All right, look like Ross how?
Ross from Friends.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I can't believe
But good work.
Oh, my God.
I was talking about. I said
Sorry, Ross from Friends. Oh, fuck, did I put my foot in my mouth?
You sure did. You are one of a kind.
I just kicked out my new teeth.
But this was one of those situations where it seemed like Howard told you were inappropriate, therefore you're like, you know what, I guess I see that when you were getting them and the jokes you made and things like that. But do you really feel like you did anything wrong when you were in there?
I think I'm a normal guy. I think I'm getting my teeth done. I have a little gas going. I have a beautiful assistant to the left of me.
If you're so normal, how come you're the only one that seems to get this kind of trouble?
I don't know. You guys bring it to light.
But it should be like everybody should be. You should hear every day, oh, my God, some guy went to the dentist office, used the N-word. You don't only hear about you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't use the N-word N-word, not N-word in a derogatory sense, like when that black guy stole your chocolate, Gary. I used it singing along to a song.
It's going back to the hits.
But I thought, I try to make the best of it. It was very painful. You know, Gary, how it is. It's, you're under a lot of pressure. It hurts. There was pain involved. Not much pain, but at first he missed a spot or two with the Novocaine, and God, my balls went right up my ass. He went, whoa, because you clench up. And I kind of wanted to break the ice a little bit.
Can we clarify something? I've heard you paid $12,000, $6,000, $18,000, paid nothing. What's the truth?
I paid $6,000 for around $5,800 for the lab work, for the teeth itself and the lab work. The dentist did the work, put on the teeth, and they did the gum shaving for free.
Why?
Well, he offered it to me for free.
But who is he to you?
Nobody. Well, I met him through somebody, and he says, look, if you want nice teeth, I can help you out. And he says, I could give you a deal. I'm a fan of the Howard Stern Show. He's a big fan of the show.
Because here's the allegation that's going around the back office.
Yeah.
There was a Page 6 item about it last week. So that basically you got on the air. The rap is you got on the air, gave out the guy's name, got the Page 6 thing, and in exchange you did it for free.
I swear on my children, never called Page 6, never did anything like that. There was no barter there. I'm assuming, which makes logical sense to me, that somebody, either the dentist or the dentist's office, leaked that out. That occurrence did happen. They did put me in a separate room, and they waited for her to leave and then for me to go in because they were afraid she was going to be offended by seeing me. I never besmirched her like they said, so when the news came out, I don't even know what besmirch means.
It's all right, keep going.
So when the news came, Scott the engineer comes into my office that morning, and he goes, well, you made the papers. And he hands me the newspaper, and I read. I'm like, wow, that's really odd. So No, there was no tie-in with that. The dentist did give me a break. They are big fans of the show.
Well, it's not a break. A break is a break in price. He gave it to you for free.
Yeah,
that's not really a break. He gave it to you completely for free, except for what it cost him.
Right, pretty much. So that was very nice of him.
But why would he do that just for you? Like, do you ever feel weird about taking it?
No, I mean, no. He made it perfectly clear that look, this is what I could do for you. I can help you, and he had no problem with it. So I thank him.
No, I'm
for
saying,
it.
do you have a problem with it?
No, I'm 6,000 in the hole in some capacity. And sure, let's not lie and let's not kid each other. The dentist knows. Look, I'm on the air. I have nice teeth, and it'll certainly help him. There is a bartering deal there. That's obvious. But he seems to be pleased. He presented it to me. And he did a great job,
Sal,
and I thank him.
One last question. You talked about getting out of a speeding ticket on the way home?
Yeah.
What? I mean,
no, I didn't talk my way out of it. It was just a ticket.
How fast were you going?
You know what? I was on Long Beach Boulevard. I think that's what it's called, in Long Beach, New Jersey. And apparently, it's 4 lanes. But I was going 51, and it was a 35. What's so funny about that?
Because earlier you said you were doing 53 and a 31.
Well, whatever it is.
And we're like, I've never seen a 31-mile-an-hour zone in my life.
It was right. 35 makes more sense. It's an even, whatever, an odd number, but it's cut off evenly.
Jesus Christ.
That's all.
Do you know that there's not a day that goes by that my son, Lucas, tells one of his friends that I work with a guy who can't find California on the map?
I can
Swear
now.
to God.
I can now. You guys have educated me quite a bit. It's on the West Coast by the Pacific Ocean.
Well done.
Hello. I'm Baba Booey. And on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Lisa G's sweet and greet, which was a big topic of conversation. Howard doesn't seem to be that happy with it. Lisa wouldn't come in and do the show, but there were a lot of people who wanted to come in and talk about it. Here's what happened.
A lot of people, not just Ronnie, but he was in there pretty vocal about it, but a lot of people are upset about this Lisa G meet and greet issue. And the first thing I want to tackle, Gary, we kind of talked about this off the air, is Lisa treated differently because she wasn't sort of raised by the show? She came in from the outside. Or do you think Howard's not going, Howard could be hitting her harder and he's not for another reason?
This is totally my opinion, but the first thing you said, yes, Lisa worked in the business for a very long time before she worked here, so I think Howard sees her as a colleague. Even though they may not be equals in the same business, they are in the same business, and there's a totally different way you're treated when you've worked and come to work here as opposed to being raised here. I think I get more shit than Lisa might get just because Lisa had a career before here, and in Howard's eyes, he built my career.
What about Ronnie's point, which he's been making for a long time, probably a number of years, I would say, that Lisa isn't a team player? And when you hear, she's doing this, she's not part of the show, or I don't even know what she said. And again, Lisa, you're more than welcome to come down and defend yourself.
She doesn't work for the Howard Stern show. She works for Sirius XM. What kind of comment is that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Lisa has always gotten away with. Ronnie says she's not a team player. She's not participated in things under the guise of I work in the news department. I have a certain reputation to keep up. But I think once you've opened the door to utilizing the show to put on a sweet and greet or whatever you're going to sweet and greet, whatever it's called, then you have to sort of say, well, I got to be part of the team, which means letting Howard TV come, which means letting Jason come and cover it. And Howard's right. Like, I said this even at K-Rock a bunch of times on the air, almost to my own detriment. I work for the Howard Stern show. I love that I worked at K-Rock and I worked for Tom, but at the end of the day, if Howard says let's pick up and go, I'm going with Howard.
But why is Lisa's event getting under Howard's skin? I mean, Benji's got his project, Ronnie's got the block party. I'm not sure what Will has, but all that stuff, why is Howard dwelling on Lisa's? Why is that the one that's really pissing him off?
I'm not sure, but I would have to go back to the idea that it's really not providing any sort of entertainment in any way.
And I think he's even a little irked at the block party a little bit.
How so?
I don't know. He just, I think, and he doesn't like so much being exposed with the show. He likes, everything sort of, he doesn't sell stuff like Bill O'Reilly and Rush Limbaugh or whatever. So he doesn't want to have a whole lot of. He thinks a little. I mean, I don't know.
It's trading off the show's name,
something like that, and he just doesn't like so much exposed with his stuff.
If you go back to the old days of the show, Stuttering John and I went out and did a version of the block party many years ago, and we got our asses handed to us. Right? Then John doubled on back and did a more interesting version of the block party, which was just basically John hiring 3 unbelievable comedians and taking most of the money. And for some reason, Howard didn't seem to mind that. I always wondered why. And again, with the block party, Howard doesn't seem to mind. But there's one thing the block party provides that Lisa's not provided yet, which is a lot of content. Although she's providing content now, I think that the block party comes back to us every week with stories that are fun and interesting for the show.
Right. It feeds the Howard Stern show. Therefore, Howard's more tolerant of it. If I don't know if I'm using the right word there.
I just wanted to say, too, having been a listener for so many years, I know what not to do going into something like this.
Well, like what?
Well, like, for example, not putting Howard's name all over an event that he's not going to be a part of. I remember John getting chewed out for Howard Stern and Friends, and then it was Stuttering John and Friends, and, from the Howard Stern show. And Howard Stern's name would be 10 times, 10 times bigger than anybody else's name.
Shuli and Friends.
No, Shuli and Friends. No, but I make sure that,
But Lisa isn't doing that in this
No,
instance.
I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying those, for what Gary was saying was when they used to catch shit in the older days for doing this, it just... you got to go into it respecting the fact that he's the reason why we're all getting a chance to do this.
Ronnie, why do you think Howard's so bent out of shape about Lisa's event?
Pretty much for the same reason everybody else is thinking, because there's nothing there. She's not doing anything. She's charging a lot of money.
Baking and talking.
She's not even, well, according to what I heard, you're going to have to pay $103.49. And then you have to pay for your cupcakes and your coffee.
Oh, I heard there was a free cupcake.
Well, maybe that's from Lisa, but from the place itself, you're gonna, if you want to purchase, if you want coffee, if you want a drink or whatever, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Oh, so anything above and beyond the free cupcake is on you.
I'm assuming that Lisa's bringing the cupcakes. She's not making anything very clear what she's actually doing.
Are you insinuating that while Lisa's meeting and greeting, she may be running a cash bar?
I don't know.
I think he's more than insinuating that, Gary.
I don't know. And I said, Lisa, they're looking for you down at the rap show. I can't come today.
I can tell you.
There you go. I mean, why aren't you down here defending what you're doing?
I will just say this, and I'm not going to give Lisa too hard a time. She should be here to defend herself. She doesn't want to be. I'm not going to hammer her too hard. But today, I was very much like a traffic cop. There were a lot of people coming to me during the show when Lisa was in there telling me this, telling me that, telling me this. And all roads seem to lead, at least people's belief that works here, is that this is all based out of some sort of jealousy that Lisa has towards almost everybody on the show, in the sense, like, why does the block party get to go out? Why does Benji get to go out? Why does John Hein have a TV show? Why does Lieberman get to go on CNN? And I'm not saying that it's all based in rational thinking. And like you said, John, you went out and auditioned for the show. She may just be feeling that she's missing something, so this is her attempt at getting something going.
Well,
but then I would tell her.
Can I say something, John? That's what irks me with this whole thing, with this whole thing she's doing, because as soon as Howard started to hammer about it, she brought us into it and like trying to make us the bad guys also. Like we're doing something wrong because he's hammering her.
Or we're providing the same amount of entertainment or whatever.
Well, she went flat out and said, hey, she's not doing anything less or more than Ronnie and JD are doing.
That's not true.
What do you do?
I host a show.
And that's what she's doing. She's hosting.
Yeah, but she's not hosting. And
there's nothing beyond her hosting.
She's not introducing, like I'm introducing Shuli. I'm introducing JD, or he's introducing me, or whatever. I'm introducing.
So you want credit for introducing JD? That's
a show needs an MC, okay? That's what I started off doing.
There's nothing beyond the MC.
I never said I was.
What do you do, Dopey?
Dude, I was
Fuck
never
off. Get out of here.
I was never said I was a fucking comedian.
No, but
Will's
Will's making a point here. Right. I mean, Lisa is hosting the
He's not
event,
making a point. He's
being
being
the
an
MC.
asshole.
No, she is.
But what is she giving with it? A cupcake?
Yes.
For $103.
Well, you could talk to
Come
Lisa.
on.
It's okay, so I'll play devil's advocate. It's there's women who listen to the show who may not want to go to the block party because it's a little racy for them.
Right.
They're more in Lisa's sort of thinking. They'd like to hang out with Lisa, talk about what it's like to be a woman on the Howard Stern show, and they'd like to. It's a small gathering, like a cocktail party, not a drunken party like the block party is.
And it's a symposium.
Fine. But don't knock. Why knock us though? Because he's hammering her. Why bring us into it? What do we have to do with it?
This is my theory. You guys tell me if I'm off here. I think she brings it in because she feels like you and Scott and JD and other people are kind of on the same level as she is, and if you guys can do it, why can't I do it?
Because
she brought me into it too for the same reason, I think.
But the difference is, John, we are doing a show. What she is doing is not a show. It's showing up at a bakery and hanging out with fans. That's not a show. That's a Q&A. That's a town hall meeting.
But okay, so I'll jump on that one, and I'll say there's plenty of people who go to college campuses, and that's all they do is a Q&A. They'll
That's
go in
fine. That's fine, but don't pull in a comedy show and say this is the same exact thing that I'm doing. It's not. It's just not. There's a show. There's content.
Aaron and Dayton, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good afternoon again. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to comment. I mean, during the fight week, of course, we heard that Stuttering John got his ass reamed by Howard for going out, using the show for personal gain. And at this point in the game, everybody on the show, I mean, with the exception of you, John, I mean, you was, somewhat famous beforehand, but everybody at this point, using the show for personal gain and monetary value. But, and of course, at this, what I'm getting at is, I'm sure she's not making a whole lot of bread, and she's putting at a point where she's, giving a little bit to charity. She's also, paying for a venue. She's probably paying for the wine and all that shit, and she's also like Gary said, part of the show. So
all right, so Aaron's sort of defending Lisa here.
We pay for a venue.
Yeah, I mean, she's good. That's a weird thing to say because whatever she's paying for or not paying for, she will walk away with a profit of some sort.
She has no
dude, when we
overhead,
do the
really.
block party shows, we pay for a venue.
Of course.
So I mean,
here's a question John and I were kicking around today. If Lisa said, "I'm going to be at the coffee shop for $100, you can come." And you get a cupcake and everything, and I'm going to play the violin for an hour.
Okay.
Would that change your perception of what she's doing?
That's a concert. That's a concert.
Absolutely. At least she's doing something other than having, 30 people show up and then just sit around and schmooze with them.
Anthony, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on? I'm a big Shuli fan. I mean, I'm a stand-up comedian. I moved out here to PA from California, and just the transition there. But, she's promoting the show because she is bringing... She's using the Stern Show as saying, I'm bringing the female listeners and trying to make money off that because the block party is just completely different from what she's trying to do. She doesn't have an act. So she's using the show to get the female listeners out there to make money. I mean, she's got to rent a car.
But why is it? But why is that wrong? I'm just going to play devil's advocate. Why, if you could say that Julie and Ronnie are using the show to get male listeners to come out and see male-based humor, even though there's a lot of women there as well. So if Lisa feels she's going to talk to female listeners, why is that wrong?
But why does she have to make money of it? If she started to support the show and won a gig, she should be able to be like, "Hey, I'm Lisa G. Come, get listeners to be more attracted to her, not because I need to make some money."
Why should the guys from the block party make money? Shouldn't they just be? Should Julie's a comedian? Should he be out there for the joy of making people laugh?
Also, would it matter to you?
I pay money to go see the block party. I pay money to go see the block party. I was up in Canada and I saw the block party. It was fucking awesome. It was fun.
But Anthony, people don't have to spend money to go to Lisa's event; they just won't go.
Right. The reason I wanted to pick up his call is because he said Lisa's scamming people, and I think that's a poor choice of words because I think Lisa's being very upfront about what she's doing. I don't think there's any scam involved.
Well, you know what? We should get Jason down here because he said that he feels like she's scamming people big time.
But she's being very upfront about. I mean, I don't think anybody who pays can't walk away surprised with what they're getting.
What were you going to say, Benji?
Well, would it matter? As I said before, I don't think there's anything wrong, and I think Lisa could say she's putting on an event in a different kind of way, but she's still putting on an event. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, except I felt she was being very hypocritical towards when she was criticizing me. But would you guys say it's any different if, let's say, this cupcake place hired her for an appearance and they paid her?
I think that's different because you're not taking money from the listeners.
Right.
That's the huge difference right there. In other words, the cupcake place paid her. She goes there. Listeners can come for free and meet Lisa. And I think you sort of get the same result, but you're not taking money from the listeners.
And I don't think the event itself rubbed people the wrong way. I think the price she came up with, might have rubbed a few people the wrong way.
And the word I keep hearing, too, from some people is that there seems to be a sense of entitlement. But I'm not sure for what. Like Lisa's entitled to make money off the show, or I'm not sure what people think Lisa's entitled to do. But Jason's here. And Jason, we were just talking about how there was a caller on the line who said he felt that Lisa was scamming people. And I said, well, she's definitely not. That's a poor choice of words. She's being very upfront about what she's doing. But you say she's scamming. So,
well, I would use scamming means like, she's lying to somebody. I think she's exploiting. I think she's ripping off. I think that she is we have a fan base that will pay money to be part of the show, like going to see Shuli and Ronnie's thing. Now you could say, first of all, I don't even like the fact that their show has been lumped in with this Lisa G thing. They are so two totally separate things. I think it's unfair to them to even lump it in. Lisa made a name for herself from this show in the last 10 years, 5 years on this show.
7 years.
7 years.
But Lisa will tell you that she was been in New York radio for 23 years before this.
Yes, but she is not going on other radio shows to promote this. She's promoting Lisa G, as far as I know, from the Howard Stern show to go and sit and pay money and see her. To me, that is using the goodwill that Howard has built up with the fan base and is exploiting that. And Howard, who is our boss, can put his name on anything and sell it and make money on it. Stephen King could put his name on any piece of crap book and sell it and make money off it. But they have integrity, and they care more about their fans than Lisa does.
So why is this getting under your skin so much, Jace? Because you were like fuming back
Because
there.
I know this is going to sound corny, but I love our fans. Like, I really do. I was one of them, and I know how easy it is if you wanted to. Will and I don't know if we have the same draw as Lisa, but Will and I can go out and do this too. We could say, hey, come spend $100 and hang out with me and Will. We're not doing anything. We're just hanging out. I personally think it's disgusting to do something like that.
You and Will?
I don't want to speak for you, Will.
Actually, I'll be at Belmont on Saturday. If you want to buy me free beers, I'm more than open to that.
I think I think she hasn't earned the right to do what she's doing. I think that she's doing something that, despite people comparing it to the Block Party and other events, that isn't even in the same league as those things. And quite frankly, I'm surprised by a lot of what Howard's let go over the years compared to where he was 10, 15 years ago.
Chuck, you're on the wrap-up show.
How's it going, John?
Hey, Chuck, it's JD's dad. Chuck, who wants to chime in? Was this about the Facebook thing, or is this about the Lisa G thing?
He wants the exact address to Facebook.
I won't stay on too long. First, I enjoyed your show on the fast food mania thing the other day. That was great.
Thank you. Thanks for. I appreciate someone in the Harmeyer family watching the show. Thank you.
I haven't been able to listen too much of the show, but I wanted to let everybody know that this Friday night I'm going to be at the Fridays in Westchester, and for $50 you can get whatever appetizer you want, and we'll tweet.
Hey, Chuck, if I come to you, can I look at like JD's like grammar school pictures and stuff? Can you bring all that crap?
Sure.
Some of his report cards.
It's going to be the eat and tweet. And
Chuck, I'm taking from your comments that you think what Lisa's doing isn't right.
I think it's hilarious. That anybody would actually pay, but if
the event's going to be
make some money out of it, more power to her.
But so how about the argument that, hey, Lisa's really upfront with what she's doing? She's saying exactly what it is. I mean, why do you think somebody's being taken advantage of in the sense that they don't? Somebody says, hey, I want to meet Lisa G. I'm willing to pay that kind of money.
You're taking advantages of people's passion to this show that she had, of course, a part of in it because she works here and contributes to the show. But this isn't this is.
But you're not going to meet. You're not going to meet Howard. That's a given.
But someone could think that there's a one person closer to Howard, and
it doesn't
somehow
matter.
They'll work themselves in.
You've been with the show since the very beginning. Again, I just remember, and I'm a crazy fan. I admit it. I was a crazy fan, just like half the people who have been hired here. And I would have paid untold amount of money to meet you. Or to meet, or I would have waited in line, or got excited to meet High Pitch Eric. And yes, at the end of the day, there's really no one to blame but the person partying with their money who chooses to go to this thing. But she is putting the minimal amount of effort into it. Like even what you were describing, the Chuck stat, if he brought pictures of JD, that's already providing more content than Lisa G is providing.
And the report card's an extra.
Steve and I were joking the other day,
Always.
like, maybe we should sell tickets to us arguing about TV shows. We argue about TV shows all the time. Again, that's still providing more content than what Lisa G appears to be providing at this stupid thing where she is telling our fans, asking our fans to pay money to meet me. She's being very upfront. 10% of the net is going to charity, and that's very generous of her. But I just think it's exploitative. I think it's as exploitative as if Howard started putting out junk with his name on it.
Chuck, I gotta let you go because a bunch of people on the horn. Anything else you want to say?
Give me the horn. Give me the horn.
I enjoy the show. Have a good day.
Thanks, Chuck. Go check out the Pirates take on the Reds. Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hi, Ralphie.
this is all very muddy. I mean, if you allow for one, you have to allow for all. I mean, whether it's money for a cupcake or money to see a train wreck, it's what people want to pay. And I don't see why Lisa is being, who's Jason to decide what her appearing somewhere is worth to somebody.
Well Ralph, the reason why this whole thing started is because Howard says it bothers him and he doesn't know why. So you're pretty close to Howard. Why do you think it bothers him?
Well, listen, I know what Jason's saying in the sense of like, hey, she's not doing much. She's just coming there and showing up. But you know what? That's what an evening with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby just shows up. Maybe people want to go there for Lisa's personality. Maybe she's going to give recipes. I don't know what the fuck she's going to do there, but I don't know how that's any different than the block party.
But you don't know how that's different than the block party.
Hold on.
No, I don't.
We'll explain that in a second. But all that being said, Ralph, Gary's question is a good one. Like, why does this get under Howard's skin versus the block party, versus the TV shows, versus Benji Song,
Bill
versus
Cosby,
all the other stuff? Why do you think this is irking Howard?
Because this isn't, but maybe because the block party is such a train wreck that it provides content on the show. Ronnie goes out there and acts like an idiot, and then you've got tape of it, and Howard TV is filming it, and it provides content for the Howard Stern show. But I think it just sends signals to you can't allow one and not allow the other. Like, who are you guys to sit there and decide? Like, okay,
well, first of all,
okay,
we don't. Howard
okay.
does.
Yeah, but Ralph, wouldn't you agree that? And I was going to get into this a little bit, but you brought it up. Wouldn't you say on this show there's different rules for different people?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then when you say you have to allow for one, you have to allow for another, really, Howard's running a monarchy. He has to allow for whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, Artie used to get away with crap that none of us could get away with.
That's right.
And because he was Artie.
Yeah, and that worked out really well.
Well, I'm just saying that's what happens under that. Anybody could do whatever anybody wants rules.
What Artie was allowed to get away with business-wise had nothing to do with what happened
No,
here.
he got away with a ton of stuff here that we got. If I've slept in the office as much as he slept on the air, I don't think I would have been treated with the same kid gloves.
Absolutely, because you're not as funny as Artie.
No, I'm not. Right. The people are treated differently here.
Yeah. And that just doesn't work well. It just sends out a bad message to everybody.
But again, I fundamentally disagree with you. I think Ronnie's block party does skirt the line of what Howard used to be angry about in the day when John and Gary tried to go out to do stuff and Howard didn't want it to become the traveling Howard Stern show. And I do think it comes up against that line. But at the end of the day, they're promoting their comedy show. People are buying tickets to their comedy show. I don't know. To me, it's completely different than having a lovely chat with coffee.
I will agree that it's different. I don't know if it's completely different. I mean, I think what bothers you is Lisa's looking for a way to make money.
Ralph, would you buy a ticket to just see JD and Ronnie, but no comedy?
I wouldn't even do that.
Me, Gary. Last question: is Howard going to put an end to all this stuff?
It's getting to be rubbing up against that area. Hard to say.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of talk about Sal, shockingly, screwing up a game again. And this is one of those situations where Sal doesn't think he's wrong, is told that he's wrong, and then realizes that he's wrong and tries to explain himself, which he can't do. So we heard Sal tell the story about how it was unfair of Howard to call him a sucker. Now joining us on the wrap-up show, the great Sal Governale, who said, Howard, you're a sucker at least 20 times today. Actually, Sal, you refused to say it.
That's right.
Those were the drops being played, but...
Why won't you repeat?
Why wouldn't I say it?
Yeah, repeat after Howard.
Because I wouldn't. It wasn't true. If I did something where he felt like a sucker, I would have said it.
Sal, do you feel like the show was used at all in order for you to get those teeth? Or do you think they're two independent things?
Yes, absolutely. I made that perfectly clear on your wrap-up show last time. I said it's inevitable. There's certainly a bartership deal. People are not stupid. The guy was a fan of the show, and I certainly got a break because he was a fan, which is understandable.
But we discussed it wasn't a break.
Right. Then the break comes back and bites you on the ass. Nothing is ever really a break. There's a price to be paid, whether it's monetarily or getting the shit kicked out of you by Howard Stern. There's a price to pay, and I've learned it the hard way.
Sal and I talked a little bit today. I was explaining that some of the money was for the actual physical things needed to do this, and the rest of the money was free.
Yeah.
So Sal didn't really get a break. He really got the dental work for free.
Right.
And I explained to him that, as Sal said, nobody gives something for free for nothing. They're always looking for something.
Let me take a step back on this. Sal, do you feel you were unfairly blamed for the problems with the Bigfoot game? Because that's how this all started.
At first, I thought I was. But listen, I'm the one who created the game. The glitch was there. Guilty as charged.
But you said you double-checked it. What did you mean by that?
I double check all my work. In this particular case, and I don't know why. I don't know why I do these things, but I always give my.
That seems to be the mantra this week. I heard Tim saying that earlier in the week.
It's almost like how people have a guardian angel. I have like a guardian bully. When I'm going
a black cloud.
Yeah. When I'm going in the right direction, somebody's kicking me in the balls, just throwing my mind off a little bit because I always give my CDs to Scott to double check. And like when Howard asked me, did Scott double check this one? I said no. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, he didn't double check this one. I did, but inevitably it was a screw up on my part.
It's always better to give your stuff to Scott because then when it screws up, you could blame Scott.
Right.
What happened was there was a glitch. You saw it. Then you went back and saw that there was a track there. But what we figured out is that Bigfoot's answer was so short. Right?
Mm-hmm. It didn't register as a track.
It was a track, but it just goes from one track to the next so quickly, which Richard knew, and he said, Sal just sort of forgot you got to add a little time.
And by the way,
yes.
To say something nice about Scott Salem, that's the kind of crap he really catches.
Right.
Like, I gave him all the impression stuff, and he called me in, he's like, wow, the levels on this are really off on one of them, and we listened to it, and I'm like, good call, and he fixed it, and, that's
that was my mistake. So I took back that game and double-checked that one. And I had Scott check it. As a matter of fact, I went to Gary today and I said, Gary, give me all the games back. So I'm going through every single game right now as well.
There was a great moment, though, where the game fucked up, so I just start yelling, Sal, to just see where he is. Sal was on his way in, but Howard did play the answer, but Sal didn't realize there was a fuck-up. So Sal starts yelling at me, you owe me a fucking apology, asshole. Fuck you.
Wait, can I just say, could I have my headphones on? You guys went from 0 to 1,000 the second Howard said that this isn't working.
There's a reason why.
Before, you guys were yelling so loud at each other that you couldn't hear Howard screaming about who do I have to blame, and I didn't know what was you came out with
it was definitely like a sibling moment.
What happened was I just yelled Sal as loud as I could to see where he was.
I was coming around the bend. I was by the Howard TV room. I saw what happened. I'm like, whoa! Came around the bend, and Gary goes, Sal, where the fuck are you? What's going on? I go, Gary, and then I heard, as I was coming, I heard Howard fix, and I heard the track come through. I'm like, all right, it was a Howard issue, with the CD player. I go, Howard just fixed it, Gary. How about an apology? So Gary looks at me and goes, fuck you.
Yeah, that's why I started hearing everything.
So then Gary sits in his office. I go, how about an apology for that? And Gary goes, go fix your teeth, asshole. I go fix your fucking teeth. And all of a sudden, wait a minute, Sal, Howard wants you. It is fucked up. I'm like, oh, God, no.
All I hear over my head.
So this whole argument was going on over attitudes, and in the end, I was called into the studio thinking I was victorious, and boom.
But what you didn't realize when you were in the studio,
you still didn't realize you were wrong.
You didn't realize you were wrong, and Gary is screaming.
Yeah.
He's deflecting. He's deflecting. And I mean, you were charged up, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, he was trying to make it go somewhere else, but you didn't realize you were wrong. So you were, no, Howard, I don't know what you're wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting there going, oh, my God, Sal's really digging the hole deeper because he doesn't know he's wrong yet.
Yeah.
How did you not know you were wrong, though? Like in what?
Well, I was arguing with Gary. I got called in, and I thought Howard called. I thought somebody sent up a note that Gary and Sal are fighting over the track. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to go in, and then Gary's going to get called in, and Gary apologized to Sal. Here I am thinking it's going to be that way.
And by the way, I just want to say, the move if I'm beating you is you bring up the sleeping.
I know, dude. That was 4 years. I mean, how old is that?
Hey, listen, where am I going to go?
I get it. Yeah. I get it. You're drowning and you grab at anything.
Anything.
But what really, I think, really changed it was one, I think Howard saw your point a little bit, and I think you were starting to cry.
No, I wasn't.
That's why I ran in.
I got worked up, but I certainly wasn't starting to cry.
I wasn't going to run in with the camera until I looked at the monitor and saw how worked up you were. And I'm like, I better get the fuck in
What
there.
was bringing you to tears? The fact that Howard thought you were lying? Or
were you emotional in any way?
Sal, you were over the top at a certain point.
It was the whole sucker thing, and he said you outsmarted me. I would never. That's just
impossible.
Well, no, it's not. It's impossible to outsmart Howard Stern, in my opinion. Yes, in any capacity.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So. And he kept going with that and the whole Howard Sucker thing, and I'm like, this is just crazy, and that's why I just snapped.
And he threatened to break up you and Richard. And I know to you that's blasphemy, but it seemed like it might be going there.
If it goes there, it goes there. And you know what? You'll see the results. Rich and I are a think tank. We work every day. We bounce ideas off of each other. We work great together. It's like breaking up Captain and Tennille.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, actually, they got divorced, and she had a much better career.
Sal, if this happens,
It's like breaking up Donnie Marie.
Keep your mouth shut, because the way Howard described it on the air, you will be getting your own office, and Richard will be sharing an office with
I would
Scott.
hate that. I would hate.
You would
I
rather
want-
share with Scott?
I would be in a bathroom with Richard. I would be in a dumpster with Richard.
What? But if you and Richard together isn't an option, wouldn't you rather be alone than be paired up with Scott the engineer?
I don't know. My brain can't even go there. That's like saying you're separating a child from me. I'm not kidding you.
Are you ready
You're
for
a grown man?
Are you ready for a world, say in 3.5 years, where the show ends and everybody has to go out and do their own thing? Are you and Richard going out as a team, or are you going to go out and do your own thing?
It all depends. If we want it, right now we're planning as a team, but we also can do our own thing as well.
Let me tell you something from experience. If you're a team, one of you end up stabbing each other in the back. It's just what happens when two guys at work team up on something
and live together.
I don't know about that.
Another old friend of the show. You gonna have a stupid comment about that?
No, I have no stupid comment.
All right, just asking.
Only intelligent ones.
Oh, okay. You have an intelligent comment about that?
A rock and roll legend.
Okay. And an old friend of the show.
Okay.
All right. And we're gonna bring him in.
Well, what's his name?
Joe Walsh.
You're rusty, man.
You're old.
I'm old. Says the guy in the tinted glasses. Mr. Joe Walsh, welcome back, sir.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Got a new album out?
Got a new album out.
Analog Man.
One of the rare times I didn't stay up all night to come into the show.
So you're feeling
actually
fresh.
Slept. That should impress Howard.
Right here, sir.
Okay. There we go.
So you're feeling fresh. You're raring to go, too.
I'm fresh and I'm ready to go. I hope he is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I bet he's really nervous right now.
You guys are old friends. You guys have been...
We're old friends from golly. I don't want to figure out how old.
But the new album's called Analog Man?
Analog Man. First album in 20 years.
All right. We'll see you in the studio.
Okay. Good to be here.
Joe looks good. Like his skin is good. But I'm saying for a guy who's been through what he's been through.
Right. It's pretty amazing.
He looks great.
It's almost unfair.
He
because,
looks
like,
really...
I would have done all that, too.
That's right. He looks really healthy.
Yeah, like he works out, I think.
But I mean, he had a long time of, fucking up his body.
Analog Man is his first solo album in 20 years. He says his wife is the one that got him back in the studio. It's Ringo Starr's sister-in-law, by the way, his wife of 3 years.
Yeah,
now.
isn't that weird?
Yeah. He sounds very happy. He's healthy. He's sober. He loves his new wife. Everything's great.
Do you almost think musically, like Joe's in his own sort of genre? Like, I was thinking about this, that just to discuss it a little bit. Like, he's not like a Led Zeppelin guy. He's not like
He's not huge. He's not like a super, but he's been in a super group. But he's been big on his own.
But he's overlooked, kind of.
Oh yeah, like when you talk about the top 10 greatest guitarists of all times, why Joe's name is, it's always like Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of old black guys.
I think a lot of people took him out of the running because he was such a goof.
That's right. Right. No, he did act goofy for a long time.
Sorry, go ahead.
He talks about how he talks to Ringo Starr for advice. He's very unaffected by his fame. Stevie Nicks, clearly sounds like she's still in love with him. She says that they broke up because they both had heavy cocaine addictions. But basically says he was the love of her life, and he's the only man she'll ever really love.
Something like that. It was pretty quiet. I mean, I heard it. But
I knew about the Don Henley thing, but I never knew about her and Joe.
Joe, come on in. Joe Walsh from the legendary Eagles, of course. Look at you.
Gary's salivating over here.
You look good, my man. Take a seat. Hi, how are you?
He looks real good.
Good to see you. Yeah, he does look good. You know, you look good. Are you amazed? Like, you know, you're so healthy now. You look terrific. You look like a different man from the guy I knew back when.
I am.
You are a completely different man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's strange even being in the room with you now because it's a whole different energy. I never
That's because I didn't stay up all night.
Well, I never knew the Joe I was going to get.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back and look at your old appearances, whether it's on this show or wherever you were, where you were really completely fucked up and on, you know, you were drinking? I don't even know back then. Were you just drinking or were you coking and heroin and
whatever you had?
Really? It was
what I did.
Right.
Till you were out, and then I left.
Did you ever figure out, to be serious, did you ever figure out what it was that kind of made you crazy enough to want to destroy your body and destroy your mind? I mean, there had to be something really behind that, right?
Well, being an alcoholic.
No, but I'm saying there's a reason one becomes an alcoholic, don't you think? Or do you think it's just a disease that randomly hits somebody? I always think there's some psychological basis that your father was even, like, maybe it goes back to your parents.
It is probably hereditary, yeah. But I tell you what happened for me.
Right.
I wrote some songs that were pretty good.
Right.
When I was high. James Gang Rides Again came out, did really good.
Right.
Made that when I was high. So I made a mistake of thinking it was a winning formula.
Right.
I played some concerts in front of people when I was high, and they
loved you.
Well, they were high too. But,
right.
You know, yeah. But then later, you know, when I didn't do an album, when I did an album that didn't do so good, I thought, well, I'm not nearly high enough.
Right.
Oh.
And I chased it. Robin.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
But was it the kind of thing where you see, you strike me as a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but the truth is you're not, because all of that stuff what you're describing is a guy who really wants to be successful. That success was so important to you that you said, oh, I know the winning formula. I'll drink, I'll get high, and then I'll write great music. So it really did matter to you whether you were successful or not. You weren't sort of a happy-go-lucky guy. Maybe it was a reaction to, oh, my God, maybe this will be the secret to my success. You were really hungry for success.
Very subtly.
Yeah.
All of that stuff convinces you that you can't do anything without it.
Right.
And it's got you.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
It's that simple?
Yeah.
You don't think it was your relationship with your parents? I mean, I don't know what it was like for you living at home.
I don't know. You know, every case is different. If you grew up in an alcoholic family, chances are you're going to be alcoholic.
Your mom and dad were alcoholics?
There's always that at different times, yeah.
Right. So when you see drinking as part of the family life, it doesn't seem like such a bad thing to be doing.
When I grew up, it was the 50s, and we would have these family picnics, and everybody drank.
Including you.
My aunts drank, my uncles drank, my cousins drank. If you were an adult, adults drank.
Right.
That was just the norm when I was a kid. And it occurred to me that my whole family probably has been rip-roaring drunk for the last 500 years.
Right.
That was just the norm.
How hard was it for you to get sober?
Hardest thing I ever did.
Yeah, and now you're happy, right? I hear reports on you, because I care about you, and when I hear you're so happy now, I really do get happy for you, because, you know, think about all your contemporaries. A lot of guys died who were even less fucked up than you.
A lot of guys we know aren't around anymore.
Yeah. Who you thinking about that didn't make it? I'm thinking
Bellucci.
Kinnison. Right. And
Keith Moon.
And it's kind of sad, too, because if you get that second chance, if you live long enough and you kind of get sober, you go, oh, wow, you think about those guys. They were cut down in their prime.
Yeah.
And do you think music... See, I happen to think you're one of the greatest guitar players, and I'm not saying it because you're here, but I do. I think the riffs and the songs you came up with were brilliant, especially James Gang stuff, and then when you went to the Eagles, I felt you really improved that band like tenfold. But yet, do you think... when it comes to, I don't know, the rock and roll intelligentsia, or whoever they are, but do you think, well, critics, do you think, yeah, do you think you get criticized or you're not thought of right up there in the upper echelon because your past behavior, because you were so drunk and so outrageous? Do you think that your legend got kind of knocked down to a degree? Were you taken less seriously?
I'm not really concerned with that.
But you are. Because you're the guy who sat there and drank because you destroyed your own body because you thought that was the formula for success. So you do care about your place in history, right? Musically.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet.
No, I know you're not. But I'm saying, I don't. When I see the list in Rolling Stone of the top 10 guitarists in the world,
Joe's not on it?
Yeah, and I don't quite know why. You really are. Do you still practice your guitar every day?
Yeah.
It's that important to you?
I try and play every day, yeah.
Is it true you take guitar lessons to this day? That you still take guitar lessons?
I'll sit down with somebody, yeah. I'll sit down with somebody and ask them how in the world do you play that, like Brad Paisley.
Right.
I'll sit down with him and say, hey, man.
Why is that? Because you can't figure out how he did that?
Well, probably, but it saved me 5 or 6 hours if I just ask him.
But does anyone ever come to you and say, hey, Joe, teach me how to play? Teach me how to do that?
Not really, but
does that bother you? Bothers me. You're the guy who should be giving guitar lessons, not getting guitar lessons.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Who does he think is the greatest?
Who are your heroes musically? I've never asked you that. You were always too drunk. Couldn't get a straight answer out of you. Do you have musical heroes?
No, I had heroes then. They were just different ones.
Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Seriously, who are your heroes?
Well, the guy that's the grandfather of us all is Les Paul.
Right. The guy who really invented the guitar, the electric guitar, right?
The pickup and echo and multi-track recording.
Did you get to know him?
I knew Les, yeah.
Yeah. Were you happy with the inventions and what he did to the guitar? Because you're a guy who in your new album you talk about analog, man. You can't stand all the new technology. It's kind of like I'm just a regular guy. I don't know from all this technology.
Well, I'm not against it. I'm not an old analog fart who came out of the woods.
Right.
I don't think analog's better. It's just, you got to admit.
But you're upset with technology. You don't like now in the Eagles that your fellow Eagle members sit in a studio and they use all these Pro Tools and everything else. It actually slows down the music-making process.
It changes it.
It makes it more complicated.
Easier. Here's two things it does, okay?
Okay.
One is you can fix anything.
Which is
bad.
Bad, I think.
Temptation to fix everything.
You lose the soul of the music, don't you?
If we'd had Pro Tools when we were doing Hotel California, we'd still be working on Hotel California.
Because what you're saying is Hotel California has imperfections, so to speak. And those imperfections are kind of the cool things about it.
The charm.
Human.
And so when you get in the studio now with the Eagles, they sit and go, wait a second, that note's just a little bit out of tune or it's a little bit off. Let's fix it.
We've always been like that to some degree.
Right.
But the great temptation with Pro Tools is to go ahead and fix everything when you don't need to.
Do you have enough of a voice in that band? I know you've got to sort of watch your P's and Q's with some of the band members, but do you have enough of a voice in that band to say, guys, stop. We're in a studio. What made us great, why Hotel California works, is because there are mistakes on it. It's not a perfect piece of music. Nothing is.
Well,
but it's real.
I wouldn't single out the Eagles.
You say they all do it.
Everybody does it.
But you are in the Eagles.
It's a hazard of Pro Tools. It's a hazard of digital technology. There's one other thing I want to say.
Yeah.
The temptation with digital technology is to start with a drum machine.
Right.
That's virtual.
Yes.
And put that down. And then build up the track with virtual instruments, which are all in the computer. and build up the thing like a kit.
And it never sounds quite as good.
No. In the old days, you got some guys in a room, you mic'd them, and you pushed record, and you got the performance.
Right, and isn't there something that comes out of that performance when a guy's sitting there, a drummer live, and all of a sudden he goes, wait a second, I have an idea. What if I hit it this way? Or you go, wait, I got a better riff. Or that's the magic of being in a studio with a bunch of guys.
That's rock and roll from 1954 to 1962.
But when you recorded the last Eagles album, and by the way, the album did well. I mean, there was an experiment, too. You sold it through Walmart, and it sold really, really well. And this is a tough day and age to sell music.
Yeah.
So the experience for you was not the same. Were you all in the studio at the same time, or was it all done with building it up one at a time?
There's a temptation.
Right.
To do it that way.
Do you put up a protest in the band, or you just go along with the flow?
I go along with the flow. We do it various ways depending on what we're trying to accomplish.
Is it liberating now that you have a solo record out because you don't have to deal with the, I'm not going to call it nonsense, but the politics of the Eagles? Is it a liberating experience for you to go in and do it your way?
It's, what do I say? Yeah, but I mean, for all of us, I mean, Don's down in Nashville,
doing his own thing,
recording. Glenn made an album,
but for you get to do it your way now.
I get to do it my way. Yeah.
Is there a part of you that goes, "I'll show these fucking guys how an album should be made"?
Nah,
never.
Nah.
There's no anger there, no bitterness.
Nah.
Have you given up all your friends from the old days? In other words, you used to come in with a boatload of characters that were hanging around. I'm talking about the days when you got
my entourage.
You had an entourage of guys who could drink you under the table. You know, there was the bass player, Rick the bass player. Are you done with those guys? Are they bad influences, so to speak, on you, or triggers for you?
Well, Rick's exempt.
Right.
He plays with Neil Young now.
Yes.
He's cleaned up. He's doing great.
That's good.
For him.
Yeah. You have to change all your friends.
I know.
You have to.
Yeah, or else you get sucked into the vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were another one. We felt like we were the friends that got, and we never did all that stuff with you.
Yeah,
but
we were good
for a while, you didn't come see us.
Yeah, were we part of the problem?
Someone stole my identity, Robbie.
Yeah. You know, when I was thinking about you, there was a great... I know you're happily married now. You've been married, what, 3 years?
3 years.
Oddly enough, to Ringo Starr's sister-in-law?
No.
Wait,
your wife,
your wife is...
Are you sure? Do you know who you're married to?
What is he, Ringo?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, who are you married to?
My wife is the little sister of Ringo's wife.
Barbara Bach?
Right.
Yes.
And you are now happily married.
It's the part of me that was missing.
Because I remember you in the old days. You know, listen, you were high, and women were commodities. You used a lot of women, and they used you. I mean, it was a mutual use. They used you for your fame and your money and your power.
Well, sometimes I think Joe forgot when he was on the road that he had another woman somewhere.
Right. But did you have a whole epiphany about women? Like that changed your attitude toward women too?
Well, the first thing that you can't do when you try to get sober is have a relationship.
Right. They say that's the worst thing.
Yeah. So I did that for a while.
You did?
You did all the wrong stuff.
You sabotaged your recovery by being in a relationship with a woman during it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that didn't work good.
So they're right about that.
Yeah.
These people know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It didn't work good because she becomes your drug, right?
Or a reason to drink.
In other words, you'd start fighting with a woman, the relationship gets too heated up, you haven't worked on yourself enough, and then boom, everything goes kablooey and you need a drink.
Women are a great reason to drink. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Probably just any relationship with anybody is a reason to drink.
Yeah. Like Joe's so charming, nothing could be a problem about
Well, you know what? I think like Joe, I have problems with everybody, so I think anyone would make me drink.
There you go.
Man or woman.
There you go. So, congratulations on your marriage, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I'm glad we're both happy.
Yeah, no, very, very happy.
Yeah.
I really am. I mean, I understand what you say.
To get a real partner.
Yes.
You know?
And to feel good about that situation is remarkable.
And it's the part of me that was missing.
But don't you think it's the change in you that allows you to have that with a woman?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
had
mean,
to grow up.
I couldn't have had any relationship like I was.
Did you go back and say to any of the women you were with, and I'm sure you hurt some women and some women hurt you, but did you go back? Even remember, you used to have the great joke, my ex-wife plaintiff.
Yeah, did you call plaintiff?
Did you ever call plaintiff and say,
Which one?
Any of them?
I made amends to a lot of people.
You did?
Yeah.
Was that hard?
No.
Once you do it, does it unlock something in you? Like, does it open up your heart?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
And so you would call, did you call your ex-wives? Mm-hmm. And you said to them, look, I'm sorry I put you through hell. I'm sorry I did
sorry I put you through hell.
Were they all receptive to that, or did some of them say, you know what, Joe, fuck yourself?
There was both. Both of those. Some people say, I understand. I'm glad you're sober. Some people say, up yours.
And some people say, I don't believe you. In other words,
the important thing is me.
You said it.
I'm better for it.
Right. And what is it? If it's a phone call or a meeting, and you go there and you confess to them that you were shit or whatever, you were confused.
Yeah, you look them in the eye and you tell them, hey, I was really a bad person to you, and I regret it, and I'm sorry.
Wow. Boy,
that's heavy.
That's hard.
It's heavy, but I mean, that's part of recovery. Because you live in all that garbage. You constantly, even now, everybody goes into the past and digs around in a pile of stuff.
Right.
And you look for something to be mad about.
Right.
You look for something to get in a bad mood about, and you attach an emotion to it. And then you're in a bad mood, and none of that exists.
All that anger is in you.
Yeah. If you clear that out by making amends, you stand a chance.
Right. Well, it's a tough... I tell you what, that is not an easy assignment.
Has he decided to have more children?
No, you're not having more kids, are you?
No, I have lots.
Yeah.
How many kids?
I saw one of your daughters on a TV show. Lucy. She's a very talented girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wants to make it in the music business.
She's also acting. She's pretty serious about acting.
Good-looking girl, too.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah. And then I saw they got you on the show, too. They schlepped you out. I was like, oh, poor Joe.
Well, I showed up for her.
Yeah, right, I know. I knew you didn't want to be there, man. I was just watching it. I go, oh, my God.
Me and Dee Snider.
Yeah, you guys are all on there.
We showed up for our kids.
But
I know what that show was.
Yeah. I enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
But it was the kids of rock stars who show up, and they had a competition.
Yeah.
So, but you see these competition shows. That's not the way to really make it. I'm a judge on one of these shows.
I know you. How's that going?
I love it. But I tell everyone. In fact, I don't
know. You are.
Well, you don't want to know something? In Vegas, I tell these guys. I don't know if they're going to show it. They don't show everything I say. But I said to them, you got to remember, a lot of hard work goes into it. When I saw them fucking off or doing something weird, I'd say, I know musicians. And these guys work their ass off. They might look happy-go-lucky, but how many hours did you spend in your life not only sitting alone in a room with the guitar, but also going out on the road and playing in front of people and learning that, even if you're playing in front of two people, life can really suck and it's not that easy. I mean, there's a lot of hard years. There's no quick fix, right?
It's your 10,000 hours.
Your 10,000 hours. And you put them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have too.
Yeah, I mean, we all do.
You used to sell mattresses.
I did. I still do. I was shocked to learn, though, in your life, one of the great romances was Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac, and this was kept on the down low even during your whacked out years.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
But she says you were the love of her life and probably still are. What, is she one of those people you had to call and make amends to?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She's special.
She was in love. One of the greatest songwriters ever, right? Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
No?
Well,
am I wrong?
I mean, songwriters, in the big picture, all of us from the 70s are memorable and notable, but I mean, the greatest songwriters are like guys from the 30s and 40s. And
do you really believe that? You don't believe Jimi Hendrix was a great songwriter? Paul Simon?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You don't consider yourself a great songwriter?
Well, I don't think it's fair to say one of the best ever to anybody.
But what a powerful couple.
But
Stevie Nicks and Joe Walsh.
Stevie's very high on the list.
Were you in love
Did
with
they
her?
write together?
I don't know. Did you guys ever write together?
She helped me do the Confessor album.
No kidding.
She rode shotgun with me on that one and gave me some direction. And she's really good at the craft of songwriting.
Which means what? Sitting down and really putting a pen to paper and actually trying to figure out the lick and all that?
Left to my own devices, I will have 85 pieces of paper with a couple words on each.
Right.
And people like her and my wife Marjorie now help me get 85 words on one piece of paper.
How do they help you do that? I mean, you're a songwriter. It's a creative process for you. How do they focus you to take all those 85 slips of paper and combine them into a song?
Well, my wife is a closer. That's what she does. When I say it's the part of me that was missing, I got a little attention deficit.
Right.
But in the 50s, that wasn't diagnosed. You were just difficult.
Right.
But I got it.
Yeah.
You know, I see that in one of my sons. I learned about it, and I had it screaming in the 50s.
It's one of those things that affects you where you can't keep your mind on one thing.
You can't complete tasks. I have a great idea, fantastic idea, and I get it started, and wait a minute, I have another idea. So there it sits.
You know, I'm reading a book about this. It's called Get Things Done.
Yeah.
Do you ever read this book?
No.
I've just started reading it. I just learned about it.
Yeah, so I have great ideas lying all over the place.
And what do you do? Do you speak into a little tape recorder? And how does the songwriting process go for Joe Walsh personally? Would you be fucking around with your guitar? You start to, pick at a few notes and go, that's cool? Or do you hear the song in your head first? You once told me years ago you always have a song in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you get it out physically? Because don't you go, oh, my God, this is good. I don't want to lose this. What do you do? What's the first thing you do? So you don't forget it.
Well, you can carry around a little recorder.
Do you do that?
And put ideas down. When I remember to, yeah.
Because you need a giant inbox, so to speak. And then, but by that I mean you need a place that whenever you get an idea, you just put it in there so you don't have to sit and worry. Didn't that worry you when you had a great hook or something and you'd say, oh, shit, I can't forget it, I can't, or you didn't care?
It depends. When I was wasted, I would write it down, except in the morning, it didn't make any sense.
Okay, a song like Life's Been Good So Far. Life's Been Good So Far. You're standing around one day. Do you hear the words first or the music?
Usually the music.
The music?
Yeah.
You hear...
It's real abstract, and I think it's the same for all of us. You hear an idea, and it's kind of a symmetry.
So did you
hear?
So when you say you heard an idea, symmetry, was it like? Yeah,
as a matter of fact, yeah.
That's what you heard.
Yeah.
And then you go, I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
Well, you go, okay, there's something.
Right. Now, what do you do with that? You go over to a tape recorder and you go.
I kind of have a place in my head
that it goes
with different drawers.
Really? And you retain this?
Yeah.
I wonder
I'm wondering, why don't you think this is something you've heard before? Like you're humming somebody else's tune.
I'm amazed that I would sit there and think how many songs he forgot that are in that drawer.
Well, think of how many songs never got written that people had. Yeah, Robin, you're right. Whatever you just said, I forgot.
Yeah, sometimes you think it's something you heard.
Yeah, right. Well, that's where you go, aha.
Right.
You mess around with old blues licks, and you mess around, and you realize, boy, this is fantastic. Oops. Except it's a Hendrix lick. And you think, oh, well, start again. But once in a while, you get a nibble.
Did you ever meet Hendrix?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to play with him?
Not live.
Not live.
Backstage.
You went backstage. Where was this?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Back in the early 70s?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're what? Doing a concert?
Yeah.
James Gang concert at that point?
James Gang, Hendrix, and Sly and the Family Stone.
All on the same bill.
Well, remember in those days?
Wow, yeah.
You had 3 headliners on a show.
And who opened that show?
We did.
The James Gang.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a show.
Yeah.
And then Sly and the Family Stone, and then I guess Hendrix.
Well, Sly never came out of his dressing room.
Yeah, right. But there's another guy. I mean, he's a difficult guy, right? He's had his problems.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever came out of them like you
Still
did.
going through it, yeah.
I don't think he made it.
No. Do you ever see him around?
No.
No. He's like a recluse.
There's been Sly sightings, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him on some award show or something.
Yeah, but a few months
sad.
ago, we were reading that he was in a trailer parked outside somebody's house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God you didn't go that route.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And does that give you the shakes at night sometimes? You go, shit, I could have really, really fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am so grateful to be alive and sober.
So Hendrix is backstage. And what happened?
He's backstage. We're in a like dressing room.
Oh.
Which is like where a hockey team changes or something, you know.
Not glamorous.
That, so yeah,
right.
and he's there, and I finish, and we finish, and we're in the same dressing room. So he's sitting playing his guitar, and I come in with mine.
Right.
And
you have a jam session, so to speak.
A little bit, yeah. I showed him my guitar, and he showed me his.
Do you get intimidated by a guy like that?
Nah, he was a wonderful guy. Of course, I'm intimidated.
By his talent, I mean.
By him. He had an aura. I mean, he had feathers on. I mean, it was terrifying.
Well, you talk about that. I read that Clapton and a bunch of other guys at the time who were considered top guitarists all went to see Jimi Hendrix when he first came on the scene. They went to a club and they all looked at each other and they went, shit, we don't even really play
what the hell are we doing?
What are we doing? That was the famous story.
Generally thought by the community, yeah. What the hell are we doing?
Did you feel that way?
Yeah.
You did when you played with him. When you played with him, did he say, oh, wow, Joe, maybe we should get together in the studio and do something together? Or it never got that far?
No, never got that far, but he showed me his guitar, and I paid attention to how the heavy strings, light strings.
Right.
How high are the strings? What's the action? Because he was a tough one, because he was left-handed.
Right.
So everything was backwards. That's why he sounded like that. None of us right-handed guitar players could do what he was doing.
Was he playing a lefty guitar?
No.
He was playing a right-handed guitar
upside
with his
down.
Upside down. Oh, wow.
That's why he sounded like that.
Are you
and that's
kidding?
why we couldn't crack the code.
Oh, my God. That's
See?
fascinating. Yeah.
That's why we were all hitting ourselves in the head.
But that's why you're a great guitar player, because you're a student. You sit there. Those are the guitar lessons you talk about.
Yeah.
Sitting with Jimi Hendrix, it's a master class.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even if it's 3 or 4 minutes.
Right.
And I had a Les Paul, and he looked at that, and he was really, really nice, and just a good guy.
Isn't it weird too? Because Hendrix is, of course, remembered for his music, but also for the excesses, like the drug taking, fucking chicks, getting plaster cast on his dick. It takes away from his legend in a way. It really does.
That's the way it was back then. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You could get away with a lot of stuff back then that you can't now.
Right.
You probably noticed.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's a whole different universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Joe, where do you think rock and roll is going? Speaking of back then and today, like there's not rock radio stations.
Boy, Robin, that's a good one,
Is rock dead?
Yeah, I think so, pretty much.
It's pretty dead because there's not a lot of rock and roll radio stations. And we were talking about this on the show the other day. We were talking about that it's almost like, I think Robin said it, that rock and roll is going to be like jazz in a way. It's going to be just this art form that existed and was big, and then some guys will still play it, but it's not going to have.
It's dead, but it's not dead, but it's not number one. Country's number one.
But I never thought I'd see the day that, rock and roll was such a part of my life.
Howard, think of it. That's what Analog Man is all about.
Right. The new album.
The digital technology is nice, but along with it is this virtual world that we all go in more and more.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exist. It's in a computer. It's an illusion. And we sit in chairs. Our bodies sit in chairs for hours waiting for our minds to come back.
Yeah.
I like side B.
Right.
I like cart machines. It's different, man. It's different for us.
Yeah.
And the problem with the with the digital technology,
right?
It ate the record business.
It did, yeah.
It ate radio.
So you're not on Twitter, are you?
It ate intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that drive you crazy as an artist that, a guy who's like you, like a musician who comes up now, they can't even sell a record because everything's out there for free. People don't go and buy DVDs and CDs.
I know.
They rip them off and that. It does seem unfair, right?
People ask me, what advice do you have for the upcoming musician? I don't have any. I'm trying to figure it out, too.
What is your game plan with the new CD? In other words, it's hitting the stores, I think, today, right? Tomorrow, all right? And you have a new single out. But what's the game plan? Can you really... Well, I guess you could go around the country and play these songs. It's almost like starting over. Joe Walsh is one of the biggest names in rock, and yet it's almost like you're starting over again. You got to go out, play for audiences, and introduce them to this music.
It's a fresh start for me.
So what are you going to do? What's the game plan?
Well, the deal with everything is, in lieu of record companies, the way to do it now is the social network. You have to get visible.
Yes.
If you can make people aware that you have a record out, they'll find it.
Right. So your game plan is to use social media and sort of get because like look at some of the great artists. Paul McCartney just came out with an album. Nobody gave a shit. You know what I mean? Paul McCartney. It's like everyone has an even playing field now. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to bank on your name. It's just that I feel great for guys like you who have an audience already, and you can go out and do a James Gang tour, or you could go do a Joe Walsh tour, or you could do an Eagles tour. So you're fine. Nothing's going to bother you. But when you put out new music like you just have, that's the conundrum. That's the thing that you can't figure out.
You can't assume that you're going to have a hit record.
No.
What's platinum now? 50,000 copies.
That's right. Go make a living doing that.
Woo!
Right. How many records how many records between the Eagles and the James Gang have you sold? And Joe Walsh solo stuff?
I don't know.
You never counted it up?
I lost count after about 85,000. I was counting them on my fingers.
You mean you really don't know, Joe? Isn't that an impressive number to know for yourself and look back and say, you know what, I can reflect on that number?
Probably, but in that category, I'm not really that big of a fish. Look at somebody like Jeff Lynne.
Now, Jeff Lynne produced your new record.
Yeah.
Jeff Lynne was, of course, of Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, and he's a great legend.
That guy sold some records.
Did he?
Yeah.
More than you?
ELO, I think so.
But if you count the Eagles in your
Eagles,
record,
Eagles.
Eagles are one of the biggest selling bands of all time.
Yeah,
Hotel California, I think.
California
isn't that the
alone.
one album that I think that's the #1 album for the Eagles ever?
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
go back and forth with Michael Jackson.
What's the best song you ever wrote? Seriously, out of all the songs. I don't know if it was Funk 49, Walk Away. I don't know. I could name Rosemary.
Rosewood Bitters.
Rosewood Bitters. It's more. I think all these great songs. What is the greatest song you ever wrote that you're most proud
The
of?
one you love the most.
Yeah.
Eagles-wise, I co-wrote Life in the Fast Lane with
Great
Don
song.
and Glenn.
Right.
Yeah.
Solo-wise, probably Rocky Mountain Way.
Yeah, what a song. Do you still stop and listen to that on the radio? I mean, it's on the radio all the time on classic rock stations. If you hear it, will you stop and listen to it and go, man, that's a good fucking record? Or will
Who
you
wrote
just
that?
Yeah, will you just tune by and say I don't want to hear it again?
One of the things that makes it magic is it's a bunch of guys playing in a room.
Right. Rocky Mountain Way.
You're listening to how it was made.
That groove you can't do with Pro Tools.
No. And you remember when you came up with that, or were you so drunk? Like, was that part of your drunken formula where, like, hey, I get really high and I write? Do you remember any of that process of writing that great song?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What was the process on that one?
I was in Colorado.
Right.
I had left the James Gang. I was worried that I might have made a mistake.
It's scary.
Yeah.
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 Because that was a successful entity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we were doing fine.
Why did you leave?
3-piece band. I just got saturated with playing really loud and being like a kick-ass guitar guy.
Right.
Playing through Marshalls and stuff.
Why, you thought on your own you could, tone it down?
I was hearing all these songs like with a piano.
And they didn't want that. The other two guys were against it.
Kinda.
And also your audience demanded you be a certain sound. So
Yeah.
if you went to a piano, you were afraid the audience would reject. So you just said, fuck it, I'll leave the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did those guys want to kill you for breaking up something successful?
No.
Did you call to apologize to them when you got sober?
I didn't have to really apologize. I apologized when I quit. I just said, guys, I can't do this. I'm a musician, too.
Yeah.
And I got to go have a look at that.
And so so you were scared, you were in Colorado.
I'm in Colorado, okay. And I have an album done, which was the Barnstorm album. The first solo album I did, and I'm mowing the lawn. And
you were mowing the lawn.
I was mowing the lawn. Yeah,
rock stars mow lawns.
I didn't have any words for Rocky Mountain Way, but we had the track done.
Right.
And I'm just dead in the water about this song. What is it about?
You mean you just hear music? There's no vocal. There's no tune really, except that.
If there were words, I hear where they go.
But you don't have the actual words.
I don't know what they are.
So how do they come to you?
Well, I'm mowing the lawn. I look up, and there's the front range of the Rocky Mountains with snow on them in the summer.
Right.
And it knocked me back because it was just beautiful. And I thought, well, I have committed. I'm in Colorado. It's too late to regret the James Gang. The Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way I had because the music was better. And I got the word bam. And he's telling us this, tells us that, changes it every day. That's about the James Gang's manager.
Right.
We don't need the ladies crying because the story's sad. That's giving up the regret of leaving the James Gang. And I got all those words all at once, and I ran into the house to write the words down. And the lawnmower kept going over into the neighbor's yard and ate the garden. It was an expensive song to write, but...
Oh, I got the chills when you tell me that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I get the chills because that's such a fucking cool process. I wish I had that ability.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Do you have trouble with your neighbors? You had a problem where some neighbor was like stalking you or something, or you had to go to court with the guy, or there was something, he came over with an...
Oh, yeah, that guy.
What happened there?
He finds pieces of property and builds houses on them.
Right.
And they shouldn't really have houses on them.
Right.
But he has friends at City Hall.
Oh.
And,
it's a complicated life.
I was wishing he wasn't doing that.
Right.
So I didn't help him.
I see. He got frustrated with you.
And he got frustrated, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
It's complicated being Joe Walsh sometimes. But now it seems like it's a lot simpler. You get the wife, you're happy.
Oh, it's so much simpler.
Now, let me say that Joe Walsh's new solo album, Analog Man, is in stores tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Hey, I didn't finish that thought, though, with Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
I mean, you two became this couple, and she says you are the love of her life.
All those songs were about Joe?
Yeah. She wrote one about me, yeah.
What was the big one about you?
Joe?
Joe just fell asleep.
Yeah.
He's thinking of the name.
I'm trying to. I'm embarrassed. I don't.
Was it a
remember
Fleetwood
the name.
Mac song, or was it from one of her solos?
One of her solos.
One of her solo albums.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand there.
Has anyone ever wrote a song for you?
Hell no. I wish you
No,
would.
that's how the song goes.
Oh,
Stupid.
shit. When are you going to write a song about me? Actually, I got a...
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I got an email from Leslie West. He claims he has an idea. He was thinking of me, wants to write a song about me. I'm very honored.
That's flattering.
I feel like a hot chick.
Well, you better wait till you hear it first.
Yeah.
Give my best to Leslie.
I will. You know, he lost his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but he's doing well.
Yeah.
He has a great spirit about him.
He's a great guy.
And a great guitar player.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Now, there's a guy that could probably be on Rolling Stone's list.
Yes.
Where the hell's he?
Exactly.
He's not on the list either?
That's right. Well, anyway, the legendary Joe Walsh, who is doing so well, happily married now.
Happily
Very happy
married.
for Joe.
And Ringo is your brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law.
Do you
guys
hang?
get together?
Yeah, we hang.
You do.
Do you sign autographs?
Joe, do you sign on? Because Ringo has stopped signing everything. That was,
I signed his name for him.
You do.
That's why he got me.
Ringo comes over the house, and it's like a family get-together.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. I mean, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
He says, sign all these albums for me. I'm done.
You get along with each other?
Very well.
You do.
You know, he's so down to earth. Paul, too, for what those guys have been through.
Right.
And the really good positive energy. And in terms of a family, I got this huge family that came along with my wife. And it's a dynamic I'd never been around because they're really close. And learning to be part of is one of the things that has opened me up.
Right.
And made me feel, given me confidence, which is something I never had. That's why I drank.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're not drinking. I'm glad you're healthy.
So having Ringo, his insight and his wisdom has helped me with my life and as a human being, besides the music part of it.
Yeah, he seems like a real guy. I mean, I don't know. I got to know Paul McCartney a little bit. What an amazing guy.
Yeah.
I mean, something else.
Yeah.
I always say, you talk about guys who strip it down, so to speak, who are analog men. I was talking the other day, I heard a song of his that I hadn't heard in years. It was from his first solo album after he left the Beatles. It was Turn It Up. What's the name of that song?
Ooh You.
Ooh You. And I love this song, Ooh You, but it's so fucking stripped down. And in fact, he's in a studio doing it, and he says, "Turn it up." He's talking to the engineer. It became part of the song.
Yeah,
that's the shit I like.
That's analog.
That's analog. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You and Ringo, you and Ringo ever swap sisters? Would that ever happen? Like you do him?
Howard, I'm not going to stoop to that mentality. Let's go get our asses waxed.
Right. Listen, this. Oh, and by the way, the single is "Lucky That Way." I'll play a little.
Is that right? I want to hear. Yeah.
Let me see. "Lucky That Way" sounds like your life now. Joe Walsh, the new solo album, Analog Man. And that's in stores tomorrow. Why do you always do that? In a lot of your songs, when you're singing about yourself, you say, "I'm not that special." I'm like, you know.
But you may know me.
Even like in Life's Been Good, you're like, "Yeah, my fans love me, but I'm not that great an artist." Why do you put yourself down in your own songs?
Well, I could either explain it or you could listen to the song.
It's in there. Okay.
Oh, it's in there. All right. It feels good to be you.
It does. Listen to the chorus.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the chorus.
When you wrote you had a Maserati, did you really have the Maserati?
It would be logical.
But do you really have the palm trees in the swimming pool now?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we come. This is it.
There you go.
I'm just lucky that way.
Yeah.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt
What are you doing?
What? He's handing me a piece of paper.
I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, here. Oh.
That's a song that Stevie wrote for Joe. God, she must have loved you.
What
Let's
was
see.
the song?
The song is called "Has Anyone Ever Written Anything for You?" as Joe said, and I thought he was talking to me. Listen to this lyric. You know I'd rather be alone than be without you, don't you know? She'd rather be alone than be without you. What the fuck did you do to this girl? You must
He's just lucky that way.
You must have banged her silly. Were you in love with her?
As a sister.
Really? God, she was. I mean, I imagine this was the 70s, right?
I mean, she's like a soulmate, you know?
You still talk to her?
Once in a while.
This was like in the 70s, right? I mean, was there a more beautiful, physically beautiful woman than Stevie Nicks and all that talent? I mean, you would think that's the whole package. I mean, that would be my fantasy.
Were you not into her?
No, I was, Robin. That didn't come out right. All I'm saying is that we were seeking refuge, kind of, in each other's presence.
Because you both were into drugs at that point?
Kind of, yeah, there was that part of it, but we were on the road, we had careers, we were both lonely.
Why did you never marry her? Did the thought cross your mind at one point?
No.
And you never thought that way even in terms of like a powerful couple? Like, oh my God, there's two incredibly powerful people in rock and roll.
Or maybe that would have been too much.
Well, the relationship came and ran its course, as rock and roll relationships do.
Does it get competitive? Like, do you sit there and she was in Fleetwood Mac at that point, I guess?
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't.
No.
She was a solo, or she was in Buckingham Nicks.
Yeah.
And does it get competitive? Is that the problem? Like, you could never really marry another singer-songwriter because the two of you sit there and drive each other nuts with that stuff, career?
What made it possible was that we toured together.
Right. So when you're touring together, it's
and we spent all that time together.
But you were not monogamous with her, so she probably got jealous too. Because knowing you back in those days, you were not going to be limited to one woman. True? You weren't going to be limited to one drink and not one woman. You were an addict.
We were both monogamous for that summer.
That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
So you
A
felt
whole
something
season.
for her. Well, yeah, in rock and roll, that's 10 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. When we stopped touring, we
drifted apart.
I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to.
Look at you. What a life.
But do you think you could have been with somebody as powerful and talented as Stevie?
No, I don't think either of us could have committed to a lasting relationship in the state that we were in.
You surprised Steven Tyler's a judge on American Idol? Seriously. I mean, Steven Tyler's one of the great songwriter, great rock and roll stars.
I don't exactly know why he's doing that.
I had heard that it was for the money. That literally he had gone through so much money that it was like a $10 million payday.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You held on to a lot of your money, even though all the marriages and getting high and everything. How did you manage to hold on to your money? I know you're worth $164 million.
You know that?
I do.
Who'd you hear that from?
Your accountant told me.
He's still got $164 million on
Yes.
his own.
No one told me, but I read it on the internet that you were worth around $164 million. And that makes sense to me, between the Eagles
And all the music.
and royalties and touring. But you could have lost it all, right?
I did.
You lost every dime you had?
Pretty much.
When was that?
When I went into recovery.
No kidding.
And then, in 1994, the Eagles decided to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a clean start.
And they came to you and said, Joe, we're putting you in the band, but you got to get clean, right?
We can't do it without you. And we can't do it unless you're sober. Don and Glenn said that to me.
They saved your life.
It was an intervention. And they were real brothers when they did that.
That's right.
Because that's what I needed.
It motivated you.
You were broke?
So you are not worth $164 million.
No, I'm not.
Right. Because you got to get back, that's a lot of money. Does that
Yeah.
bother you? Does that bother you at all that you pissed away a lot of money?
Not the money, the time.
You lost a lot of time in your life.
Yeah. There's like 12 years in there.
that you're
I
wasting.
wish I had back.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm alive. I'm here.
It's true, because when you go through life that way, that high, it's like, wow, I don't even know what the fuck I did. There's so many things I could have learned.
Based on all accounts, I had a great time.
But you don't remember.
I wish
I probably remember more.
Yeah, you know more than I do.
I remember doing a TV show, and I wanted you to be a guest,
Howard,
and you
what are you
slept through it.
asking when I'm me all these questions? You know more than
I
me.
know, that's so true. All right, listen, Joe Walsh, it's exciting. New music from Joe. Analog Man is in stores tomorrow.
Hi, Marjorie, I love you.
Marjorie, I love you too, baby. I'm
And
not
Robin,
kidding.
I love you too.
I love you, Joe.
Hope you're feeling better.
JoeWalsh.com is where you can go to get all your Joe information. And Joe, anytime you come and see us, you know I like it. Next time, come back with a full album only about me. America's Sweetheart.
I'm going to call Leslie.
Call Leslie.
I think we could write a good song about you.
I think it's time you two teamed up and wrote a song about it.
That would be good.
I don't need you to make amends or anything like that with me. I'm fine with you.
Well, after we write the song, we may need to. Yeah.
The great and legendary Joe Walsh. Thanks, Joe.
Joe, that was so cool.
Yeah.
What elements would a song about Howard Stern have to contain? If you were gonna get together with Leslie and write a song, what does a Howard Stern themed song sound like?
Funky.
Yeah.
Kind of funky, kind of Ramones.
Little funk, a little punk.
Yeah, yeah, funky punk or punky funk. Something like that. Words. Parts of it really nice and friendly, and parts of it awful. You know, like Howard.
Reflects his personality.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to talk to Leslie West, and I'll get back to you with more of it.
Cool. I think that would be a great song to hear.
Now, we got to think of stuff that rhymes with Stern.
Burn.
That's your homework assignment.
Burn is my first word. He's got a fire inside him.
Yeah. What rhymes with Stern? Well, no, I'm not going to go there. Great to be back.
Joe, it's great seeing you. One quick thing I was going to ask you. You guys seem very like-minded when you talk about, digital technology and the virtual world and its influence on music. Do you think Howard's an analog man in spirit? The way he approaches his show and the love of the performance and some of the errors that come along with it?
Howard wouldn't be Howard without all those analog years of being on the radio and, like I say, cart machines and stuff. Howard's very good and belongs in the digital age. I know about it too, but Howard wouldn't be Howard without all those years of knowledge and insight of the analog days. That's all I'll say.
All right, Joe. Best of luck with the new album.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Friend and Show is Old Friends Week at the Stern Show. Today's Joan Rivers.
Okay.
Okay?
She's got a new book out,
Yes, I know. I read about it in the newspaper yesterday.
You know what it's called? It's very similar to what I think you would title the book.
Yeah,
The first line is, I hate everyone.
That's it.
And then she says, starting with me. But I don't think you feel that way about yourself.
I don't hate myself.
You love yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I love you. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
How are you today?
A little disappointed because you don't have your ice cream machine anymore.
We got rid of that?
I think so.
That's
I
not
didn't
right.
see it. Not right.
We lured you with ice cream, then we took it away.
Very important. Good morning. Good morning. Otherwise, I'm fine. Thank you.
And you have a new book out,
I
so...
have a new book called Joan Rivers, I Hate Everybody, and it's the first book of comedy that was ever banned. Very excited.
It's already been banned?
It's been banned by, I'm not allowed to say the name, Costco.
That's kind of cool, though.
Beyond cool.
I mean...
Beyond cool, that means the nice thing is no very fat people will be able to buy it and hide it in their folds.
But everywhere else you can pick it up.
Everywhere else you can pick it up.
Just not if you want to buy bulk
No,
food
you can't
items.
buy it in bulk, can't buy a pallet. You can go to BJ's and buy it.
Well,
So
welcome.
that's what's going. I'm thrilled to be here.
Good to see you again, Joan.
It's good to be going on the air like a real big person. And how is Howard now that he's rich?
I think he's doing well. I think he's enjoying this
Who is
run
he
on
on with?
AGT.
He's on with
It's Howie
Howie?
Mandel.
and Sharon.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I think he's enjoying this run, though.
He should. He should have done this a long time ago.
You've said it since the beginning.
From the beginning. He's terrific.
All right, I'll let you get to Howard.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, there's one other interesting thing, Howard. You know, it's funny. Tim had dinner with David Brenner last night.
Yeah.
And, you know, David Brenner's like trying to figure out, you know, how to reinvent himself and everything. But the question is like, Joan has sort of managed to remain iconic. And I know it's because she's funny. But there's a lot. Maybe it's because Joan just never stops. Maybe that's why. But she's certainly put herself in a place.
Well, she's also, like, she's willing to say shit that, like, David Brenner won't.
I guess, yeah, I guess that's what
Like,
it is.
she's outrageous.
Look, I got to tell you, I just filled her in on Robin in very broad strokes because she didn't know anything, and she's already got. She cracked like 3 jokes in there that made me laugh my ass off.
Oh no!
No, they're not bad. They're not. They're just stupid. But they're. I mean, they're nothing that will insult. Robin will laugh at them, and I would tell them to you, but I want you to laugh at them.
Okay. Hey, Joan Rivers is here. Joan Rivers just came out with yet another new book, I Hate Everyone, starting with me. It's in stores today. A living legend.
Now,
And
is she calling herself a living legend now?
I'm calling her a living legend. She's an icon, don't you think?
I didn't know if that was in the copy or if you said that yourself.
No, I'm calling her a living legend. I'm calling
All right.
Joan a living legend.
I certainly think so.
What?
Thank you.
You refuse to do the show without Robin?
I don't do the show unless Robin is sitting there.
Robin's gotten so lazy with this show that she does it from home now.
That bitch has lost so much weight.
That's right.
You can't find me.
I
Look at
love you on the thing with Howie Mandel and Sharon.
America's Got Talent.
Oh, well, you know the name. I don't have to learn it.
Yeah, why do you need to learn that? Why do you need to be bothered? I enjoy doing it, I believe it or
You
not.
look like you enjoy doing
I'm
it.
having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, you know, what is left to do in my career except shock everyone with doing a family show?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really, when you think about it, who would have expected that one?
But you're so cute, and so I go back to NBC when they had you in that closet.
Yeah,
Remember that?
right. Yeah,
So
long way.
You should have done this a long time ago.
You know, it's funny. Gary was just in here. We were talking about you behind your back, and I said, you know, and he said, you know, we have had so many comics on our show over the years, and we were just naming all the people who kind of have disappeared in terms of their careers. And Gary goes, don't you think it's amazing that Joan Rivers, I mean, really think about it. Like, she's still relevant and funny and like really has a real career as opposed to like a Mercy booking somewhere.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, and it is amazing. So he said, what do you think the secret is? And I said, I think the secret is she's funny. You know, she's like...
She's actually talented.
I keep looking over.
Yeah, I know, but I can't imagine... Oh, you keep looking over for Robin.
For Robin. I
Right.
hear this stupid voice.
Well,
from nowhere.
I keep looking for her. I want them to tape a picture of her over there.
What are you people talking about? What are you talking about?
But no, it's hard work. No, yes,
Because
funny.
aren't there days where you go, I don't want to keep up with pop culture?
No.
Honestly.
I don't want to keep up. I don't want, if one more person says, I love John Carson, who gives a shit?
Nobody remembers
The
John.
man is disintegrated even in his coffin.
Right.
There's nothing left there except 3 bones.
Although I did watch a special on Johnny Carson, and you were a part of it.
And
you were very complimentary to him.
And they cut out the one part, the truth. It's where I called him And he hung up on me. And they have all these people saying, look who's saying it. The producer who hates me, who I hate.
They cut that out.
And they have the people saying she never called him.
Oh.
And I called the producer. Then they wanted me to do PR for it. And I called them up. I said, you have just perpetrated a lie.
Right.
Well, Johnny's wife, I said, oh, the third wife with the implants.
Right.
Yeah, she was walking the beach looking for him in Malibu. I know how she met him.
Johnny's wife has a say on the special?
Yes, she decided. Alex decided.
Is it true that...
Number 22.
Is it true that your birthday is coming up?
Yeah.
Can I say... Are
79. How about
I didn't know if you gave that out, but...
That's amazing.
Can you believe you're 79?
No. I'm in perfect health. That's the joke. And everyone around me is dropping dead.
Because I can't even believe it's 79. Like, when you wake up in the morning that you even care
I don't even think
about your career. I really can't believe it.
But I love what I do.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Howard, they just banned my book. How fabulous is that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Fabulous. It's some asshole.
Who is banning
But
your
where
book?
was it banned, by the way?
I'm not allowed to say the name, so you have to give me a hint.
Okay, Walmart?
No.
No? Costco? Okay. They banned your book because, well, the
people
back...
that sell pink meat.
It's funny. It says here on the back of your book there are quotes. Will Chamberlain said about your book, "If I was alive, even I wouldn't fuck her."
Yeah, that's what I wrote quotes that I thought were appropriate for the book.
Dr. Kevorkian said of your new book, "This author should be euthanized."
That's right. Maria Antoinette was the one they didn't like.
It says, "Let her eat shit."
Yeah, I thought that was a testimonial to their produce department.
So they were afraid that if someone picked up the book jacket, they would see the word shit, and then that would corrupt them.
Meanwhile, they sell
people.
ammo to children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Who was ever hurt by that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so stupid. But I got so excited because I'm from the generation where they used to ban books in Boston.
Right.
I said, this is fabulous. Because
Well,
it's a funny book.
It is funny. In fact, I was looking through the book, as long as we're talking about your book.
Oh, we don't have to.
No. I want to talk about it because there was one quote that I thought was outrageous. And in a politically correct society, to say this, I'm going to quote you now. I thought this was pretty wild. Let me find it because I have a lot of quotes.
I have never been politically correct.
All right, listen to this. You write about, in your new book, the TV show Glee.
Yeah.
You say on Glee, all the homo kids. Now, this is a quote. Okay, because a lot of people aren't saying that kind of stuff anymore. Okay. On Glee, all the homo kids are smiling and giggly, and they spend every day singing in the halls. When I went to high school, the homos spent most of their days hiding in their lockers crying.
That's right.
You feel a show like Glee should be about kids hiding in their lockers, right?
Everybody's happy. The fat girl is singing.
Yeah, right. It's true. In high school, who like where is the reality in that? The
There's
fat girl had to
none.
hide.
Leah Michelle, whose nose continues around the corner.
You're like, what planet is this?
Yeah, this is not the high school I went to.
Well, maybe the feeling is if they present an imaginary high school where everyone has fun, that all the high schools around the country, all the kids will think gay people are fun. And
Let's
they'll be
include
nice.
the crippled kid on the team. I was on the baseball team. I played so far out. By the time I came in from the outfield, we had to go back again.
Do you think it built your character, Joan, that you were ostracized as a teenager and that you were locked in your locker many times and things like that? Like, in other words, it built character. It can't all be good.
I think it's great sometimes. And I'm being serious now.
Go ahead.
That you get a couple of knocks. I think the stupidest thing is all these little crappy kids who can't play, they all get like a certificate.
A trophy.
You were good. You get a trophy. No.
You were bad.
Oh, you know what I hate the most?
What?
When people say to the child, the divorce had nothing to do with you. Meanwhile, your big head stretched your mother's vagina.
and
she's flapping in the wind.
It's so big that the husband didn't want to bang her
That's
anymore.
it. The husband and 4 people were in there.
You make a good point. Now, on Octomom, you wrote that her uterus is like a sausage maker.
Yes.
You're right. It's true. I spoke to her the other day. Wait, I'm going to give
Did
you a couple of
talk
quotes.
to her?
You
did.
can't talk to her.
We did speak to her.
Totally crazy. You can't.
Yeah, she's totally wild. She just doesn't shut up.
And why won't, nobody's addressing that these children are trapped in a house with her.
I know. Well, thank God she's not Kate Gosselin.
Now, what about this? Can you be sued in your book for writing about Oprah in this manner? Did you check this with lawyers?
I checked this with lawyers, and it's a humor book.
I see. Because it says here...
That's how you get away with it.
It's a humor book.
You say Oprah is Stedman's beard.
That's what I think.
Yeah, you say, yeah, sure, Oprah denies it, but even Abraham Lincoln didn't have this big a beard. I know Oprah's opened schools and raised money and given away big, Buicks and things like that, but so what? She can't keep her weight at a reasonable level because that's important to you, right? I mean, someone has to keep their weight at a reasonable level. One day she weighs 140. 2 days later, she's being fitted for a boat cover. How long did it take you to write this vicious book?
Yes, I mean, did this
Honestly.
just pour out of you, or did you have to labor over it?
You're such an angry woman.
I did. It's funny.
Are you angry? Are you an angry woman?
Oh, I think I'm furious.
Yeah, you are. What do you think you're furious about, honestly?
About the stupidity of everything.
Do you think that's it, or
Seriously,
does it go back to your mother and father? No, I'm being serious for a second.
Yeah.
Do you think,
Like your personal anger.
Do you think you're so angry that it goes back to like your mom and dad not treating you properly?
They were very good parents.
Were they?
Yeah, and I had what they call a very good childhood.
They understood you?
To a
Then
point.
what happened?
I get a feeling they didn't.
My father was a doctor. He worked hard. My mother was a housewife. She did her best.
Right.
They cared about the girls, my sister and I. Did they sit there and worry? Like I worried everything that Melissa did.
Right.
I doubt it.
Is your sister still alive?
My sister's still alive.
Is she totally jealous of you and your career?
Probably. But
she married woman?
She married, 2 children, both did well. She's a lawyer.
Are you angry that she had the marriage that lasted and that she's happier than you?
She's not happy at all.
She isn't? Oh, she's miserable?
I'm very happy.
Is she happy in her marriage?
She's happy. Well, he died.
Oh, he died.
So
she is happy.
Well, look at the age.
Yeah, right. How many guys last that long?
These men are dropping like flies.
You're not kidding. So when you write a book like this, you sit down, and how long does it take you to write a book?
I wrote it it's a humor book. It's just what I think about everybody.
Right.
And what I think about everything. Children on planes.
Right. Terrible, right?
Well,
what do you do?
Where is Casey Anthony when you need her?
Right.
How are they supposed to get around you?
I don't care. When I had Melissa, we went on a plane. I would bring wrapped gifts. Like, she had a Barbie doll, so I'd wrap up a pair of shoes. Every half hour, she got another little present that she had to open and play with. She was my responsibility to keep her quiet.
So you kept her quiet by doing that on the plane. That's very fair to the other passengers.
That's the only way you should do it.
Right. You planned ahead.
Or chloroform it. I mean, you got 2 choices.
Yeah, because I went to the movies the other day. I went to see Avengers, which is a scary movie to bring a 5-year-old to. And these 5-year-olds, I mean, you can't do that. You can't bring a 5-year-old to a movie like that.
And God forbid you turn around and say, please keep your child quiet or get out.
Oh, I told the woman to get the fuck out.
Good.
Yeah, I really did.
You should.
Yeah, I'm glad she didn't punch me in the face, but I mean, I was really pissed. The kid's going, Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I go, get her the fuck out of here.
Take him out.
Right. I'm angry too.
I took Cooper out of Mary Poppins. He got scared of that ugly Mary Poppins, so he left.
Your grandson got scared at Mary Poppins?
When he was young.
I'm worried about this kid.
Well, listen, an ugly woman with an umbrella.
Do you get jealous of female comics, particularly female comics who, like, you kind of see, like Lisa Lampanelli right now is very hot, right?
Well, to a point. How many black I fucked him jokes can you do?
So you're not thrilled
She'll cool off. No, she's a one-note comic. She's fine, but she's not. Here we go. She's fine.
Why are you being diplomatic?
Because she's going to come after me, and she's probably a very nice girl.
Oh, my.
No, but I'm
I
saying,
don't think
like
she's
some
one
people
note.
say Lisa Lampanelli is the new Joan Rivers. You know,
No,
they're always
no
looking for
way.
the new Joan Rivers. But you feel she has not earned that title.
Oh, no. She's very good on a certain level.
Right.
And Joan Rivers, we don't need a new one. We got one.
And I think this sounds terrible. It's 79. I think I'm unique. I think I'm very lucky.
Well, you are unique.
And I think I'm the best stand-up alive today. How about that?
But you're not gracious, let's say,
No,
to
I'm not
like
gracious.
Lisa. Right. You're like I don't need to be gracious to Lisa. Like you don't feel like, hey, look what I've created. I've created a job for a lot of women.
Are you gracious? I'm
not gracious.
I'm fighting for where I love what I do. I do it great. Now get out of my way.
So if you see Lisa Lampanelli, do you go up to her and say, "Oh, you're doing fine," but you don't embrace her?
I'm doing. She started with me one time.
She did?
About something. I thought, first of all, I didn't even know who she was.
Right.
So then they said, well, Lisa Lampanelli said, they didn't use her on the comedy special.
Right.
My comedy thing. So she started doing a lot. I kept saying, who is she?
Right.
You know, and then I saw her stuff, and every time you see her, it's still, I fucked a black guy, I got a black guy, I need a fucking black guy. Okay, let's get a second story in here.
You've fucked many black guys.
Oh, my God.
And you don't dwell
Well,
on it.
Melissa's
Talked
furious.
about it. She never even talked about it.
I've talked to a point.
By the
but
way-
Melissa gets upset because she's jealous.
In your new book, you talk about black people, and you say
I talk about everybody.
Yeah, and you say that you feel black people already have to figure out what to call themselves.
Yes.
You say in the book that, you know, when you were a young girl, everyone said colored, and then all of a sudden they wanted to be Negro. Then you say they wanted to be black. Now they want to be African American. You said, white people aren't that bright. We can't follow along. Pick a name and fucking
Pick
stick
a
with it.
name and I'll do it.
You say this in the new
Yes,
book.
the book is hilarious.
So there's wisdom in this book.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
Is
There's
it?
wisdom.
And talk about when you used to fuck black guys. Melissa's real father is Malcolm X, you reveal in the
Well, no, actually, it's Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington is
I went
Melissa's
for
father.
looks.
That's right. A lot of people don't know that. 79 years old.
Yeah, but I
and
just
you're still
got my
fighting,
checkup.
And you're still fighting with these young comics.
You're goddamn right.
Maybe that's what keeps you alive.
And when they come over to me and they say, you opened the door, and you want to say, sweetheart, I am still opening those doors. Doors you won't even see for 10 years.
And you say your health is good. Have you been to the doctor?
Yeah, all the time.
And you probably go like constantly, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to make sure you're going to stay alive.
Yeah.
Checking
Right,
everything.
right,
Well,
right.
Melissa always says things like, if you get pains in your left arm and short of breath, that's good. It means you're losing weight.
Don't check that one.
Don't check that, mother.
Can you even count back how many years it's been since you lost your virginity, or you've lost count?
Well, it's all grown back.
You're kidding. You haven't gotten laid in so long that your virginity
I
grew
wouldn't know. This hotel has been closed so long.
Your hymen grew back.
Oh, it's so sad.
I hope you write about that.
I can marry a Hasidic because I'm pure
You're
again.
pure. You could act.
Does Joan Rivers masturbate at 79?
That's a good question.
That's a wonderful question. And we won't go there. Ask Jane Fonda with her new body.
Boy, she looks good, right?
She does, yeah.
She looks
You
great.
got to admire her. In fact, someone said to me the other day, young guy, he goes, this sounds weird, I guess, but I guess Jane Fonda was up here promoting, or he saw her on TV, and he said, I'd fuck her.
Yeah.
Like-
Now, don't you love... Oh, all right. This is one of my big pet peeves. Beautiful older women and a real schlumpy guy with stuff coming out of his nose. I might fuck her. And you want to go, she wouldn't touch you with
Right.
a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, this guy, I think he was missing half his limbs, and he was ready to go fuck.
That's a turn on to me, though.
Hey, listen, compared to who you're dating, it's a pleasure. Are you dating?
I'm not dating now.
Why won't you say it? I want to know, does a 79-year-old woman still need to masturbate? Honestly, but
Yeah,
a
of
straight
course.
answer. You do?
Everybody.
Wow. I
That's
thought that maybe the desire leaves.
The desire never, and the
Isn't
look
that
for
something?
romance never leaves.
Wow.
But
Is it romantic masturbating?
Oh yeah, well, I always put a picture up.
You still pray for
I'm moving
romance.
to women now, though.
You still pray for romance.
Yeah, I would still love a romance.
You never made it with a woman, did you?
No,
No, never. That was
truly, never even had like a girl crush. No.
Right. Girl crush is silly.
Yeah, that's so stupid. What are you talking about?
Where did you get your
The
vibrator from?
boobies get in the way.
Where did you get your vibrator from? QVC?
My